The two best words in sports. Game 7. This is where we decide an NBA champion. The Oklahoma City Thunder, the number 1 team in the NBA all season long, 68-14 record. The Indiana Pacers, who have just pulled off miracle after miracle after miracle in this postseason against the Bucks, against the Cavaliers, against the Knicks, in Game 1 of this series, and look to go on the road to capture their first title in franchise history. The Thunder look to defend home court and win their first title in franchise history. All of the emotions, all of the pressure, we will see it come to a conclusion tonight at the Paycom Center, and we will see who becomes an NBA champion for the first time in franchise history, and a lot of these players for the first time in their careers. Only 2 players that have won a championship, one on each side. Alex Caruso with the Lakers in 2020 playing for the Thunder. Pascal Siakam playing for the Raptors in 2019, currently on the Indiana Pacers. It is going to be a very fun night here, and I'm glad everybody is hanging out with us here in the pregame portion of tonight's live stream. As always, shout out your city for me down in the comments section. Let me know where the real ones are watching from. We are here in Dallas, Texas. It is hot as a pistol here in the city. It's also hot in the studio, but let me know where the real ones are watching from, man. I see JP in Ontario, Canada. What'd you say? Interesting. Ooh, I dropped my shot glass here. We got Lars in Norway. How about that? Tyman is in. Oh! Hi-yo. NBA is in Dallas. Sir is rocking with the Pacers. Kane Angel is watching from England here on a Sunday night. Bompton from Christian. Appreciate everybody hanging in and tuning in with us here today. Listen, Coop, how crazy is it that it's Game 7 of the NBA Finals, and the thing that has taken headlines in the league all day has nothing to do with Game 7 of the NBA Finals.
Has to do with Kevin Durant.
Yeah, he was traded to the Houston Rockets earlier today for Jalen Green, Dylan Brooks, the 10th overall pick, and 5 second-rounders. We have about 18 minutes away from tip-off here. Brad is watching from Boston. Mike is in Pocahontas, Iowa. Mark is in Stockton, California. NBA says today going to be crazy. Listen, all I hope is that we have a good game on hand that ultimately becomes a Thunder 7-point win. I chose that number very carefully.
Why 7?
If you can read the tea leaves, folks. Just got to read the tea leaves. No surprise here, though, but Stephen A. Smith, Malika Andrews, Bob Myers all picking the Thunder to be victorious in this Game 7 at home. Home teams in the NBA Finals, Game 7. It's happened 19 times in league history. The home team in Game 7 of the NBA Finals is 15-4. But here's an interesting little trend. 15-4. So that's an unbelievable winning percentage. But in the last 10 Game 7 of the NBA Finals, the home team is 7-3.
Including the most recent one where the home team lost,
which was the Cavaliers-Warriors Game 7 in 2016. I find it fascinating that there has been 19 Game 7 in NBA Finals history. The home team has won 15. The road team has won 4. But 3 of those 4 wins came in the last 10. So we'll see which trend gives. The entire panel on ESPN is picking the Thunder. Kendrick Perkins solidifying that by going with OKC. It is going to be an interesting game for sure. 80 people watching. Make sure you have hit that thumbs up icon if you have not already. We are trying to get to 42 likes before we tip off. 42. Specific number, but why not? Let's get to 42 likes. We're 16 away. Once we get there, we'll talk more about tonight's game as we always do. Keys to victory, players to watch. We pretty much nailed Game 6. Now,
we sharped it.
We kind of did. I would not have expected the game to go that way, but we did kind of know what the key was for Indiana, and they executed it to a T.
They absolutely did, and Indiana, blew them out pretty much from the word go. I mean, the Thunder started out fast with a 10-2 run, I believe.
10-2 start, yeah.
And then after that, it was all Indiana Pacers from there. I don't expect it to be a similar type of start. I think this one's going to be closer throughout the duration of the game. And then in the fourth quarter, I think we're going to have a ball game. I really do.
I think we're going to see a rock fight, Coop. I mean, listen.
I would love that.
It's hard to say. I mean, there's going to be nerves, obviously, on both sides. No team has the clear advantage in terms of experience. As I mentioned in the Open, each team just has one player that's appeared in the finals. Alex Caruso for the Thunder, Pascal Siakam for the Pacers. So this is a new kind of area of nerves and, like, importance for each of these players. So we'll see what team lets the nerves and pressure get to them first. You'd have to imagine the home team has the advantage with the crowd on their side.
Absolutely.
And there's no surprise about that. But I think this is an underrated part of being the home team in a win elimination game, Coop. Obviously, you're going to be more comfortable in your arena, in your like normal day-to-day. But, Coop, if you fall down early in an elimination game at home, that crowd can become restless.
Yep.
And it could actually mount against you with more pressure, being like, holy crap, our crowd's nervous, we're losing early. And then you start to press a little bit, and it ultimately leads to you playing even worse. So that's another added factor. It works that way sometimes.
It certainly does. And this OKC crowd, even, finals notwithstanding, is one of the best crowds in the NBA. They're always behind their team. It is the only professional team in the state of Oklahoma, so the entire state is rooting for them, and certainly the entire arena is a sea of blue tonight. And they're going to be loud and ready to go, for sure.
Yeah, shout out to JP Power with the 5. Appreciate you. I actually used that example, ready? Like, this is the first one that came to mind. It wasn't the NBA Finals, Coop. But in that point I made of, like, the home crowd could get really restless if you fall down early. Just look no further than Game 7 of the Eastern Conference Finals between Miami and Boston. Obviously, that series was pretty wild because the Heat, as an 8 seed, go up 3-0 in the conference finals and then blow the lead, and then the Celtics ultimately lose in Game 7. But what happened in that game? Yeah, Tatum got hurt early, but the Heat pounced on him.
And
where it got up 8 or 9 early, then all of a sudden Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum are trying to force taking tough step-back threes, driving into crowds, turning the ball over, and it becomes a 25-point Heat win. So it's like those things do happen. If you fall down early and you don't have the experience to just play calmly, you might overcompensate, press, and then it works against you.
No question. I mean, I think if you ask any of these players if they'd rather be at home, I think all of them would say yes. But there certainly is a certain pressure to playing at home, just as there is playing on the road. I think both have their advantages and disadvantages, but at the end of the day, you do want to be in front of your home crowd, and OKC gets that advantage at the Paycom Center because they won 68 games this season.
Yeah, that they did. All right, Super Chat menu, as we've been doing all series long. Any Super Chat gets on screen. We got a Joey DeLuca Super Chat to flash here in just 1 second. $5 if you're not a Pacers or Thunder fan, we could talk about your team. $10, we'll have a little beers cheers as we watch here on a Sunday night together. $20, as we've done all series long. Little 1,800 tequila shots.
Let's go.
Appreciate any donation to the channel. Joey DeLuca with a $1 super chat.
Joey.
My guy, Joey. Appreciate JP. Appreciate Joey for getting the party started with the pair of super chats as we are about 12 minutes away from getting tipped off in this Game 7. Remember, we're trying to get to 45 likes here, and then we'll get a lot more discussion on the game with 11 minutes and change until tip-off. We need 11 likes. Come on. We got over 110 people watching. We can get 11 likes. Hit that thumbs up icon. Helps us push our stream out there to more people on YouTube. Helps us show our bosses we're doing a good job. Let's do it. Get 10 likes, and then we'll start breaking down this game, looking at keys to victory and everything in between. While we wait, Coop, little interesting note here. When the series, or not the series odds, but when the game odds first opened after Game 6, the Thunder originally 8.5-point favorites, Coop. That line is right now down to 6.5.
What does that tell you?
A lot of money is in Indiana.
Does it also tell you they're a little more confident in Haliburton's ability to play?
Maybe. I just think it's more or less a lot of money on the Pacers at 8.5, so they brought that line down to try to even it out at OKC.
What are the Sharps saying?
The Sharps, a.k.a. me, are saying Oklahoma City Thunder -7 is a good play.
A.k.a. me is crazy.
That's me. That's just me, though. That's just me.
I like it's 6.5. I think I like OKC -6.5.
I have 7. My friend said, do you want to buy a half a point to get to 6.5? I said, no, thank you. I'll take the 7.
Oh, so you have 7
flat.
Okay.
7 flat. 2 likes away from 45. Come on. Let's get that like number to 45 so we can start talking about this pregame with 10 minutes to go. Who are going to be the 2 people to get us over that number? We're 1 away.
We've got 124 people watching.
I mean, 1 person can get the job done for us here. Come on, help us out. Help us out. Who is going to be that 45th like? There we go. I don't know who was, but we got there. All right, cool. Let's get into keys to victory. Let's start with the road team. What is your key to victory for the Indiana Pacers to win their first ever NBA championship?
My key to victory, it's going to sound super cliche. I'm going cliche here. Can't get caught up in the crowd. Can't get caught up in the pomp and circumstance. Got to go out there and play basketball. And as they say in Hoosiers, the rim's still 10 feet. Free throw line's still 15 feet away. It's a 94-foot court. At the end of the day, it's hoops, and you got to go play basketball. And I do think it's that simple. I don't think there's a specific thing that they have to do or not do, except for not turn over the basketball, which they've kind of done in this series. But it really is about just staying calm and being present in the moment for them.
Yeah, okay, ready? Here of my key. I'm going to do a little bit better one for Indiana.
Okay.
It's going to be called pack the paint, folks. What is Oklahoma City really, really good at? Getting to the rim, drawing fouls. We saw it in Game 5. Jalen Williams went for 40. He was getting to the paint. He was getting to his spot, hitting floaters, bank shots off glass, finishing at the rim. What happened in Game 6? They packed the paint, said, Jalen Williams, if you want to have another really good offensive performance, you're going to have to make pull-up jumpers from 15, 18 feet, and you're going to have to make some threes. They did not let him have any breathing room driving inside. They were almost saying, hey, we'll shade off SGA here. If you want to kick it out to Gilgeous-Alexander and have him take a catch-and-shoot 3, which he doesn't do a lot of, well, we'll live and die with that. The Thunder as a team in the NBA playoffs have shot 34.1% from 3. That number has actually been worse in the finals. The only game that the Thunder shot lights out from beyond the arc in the finals was that Game 5 blowout. So to me, if the Pacers want to have a win here, they got to limit the looks that OKC gets inside at the rim, because Miles Turner really hasn't been that effective in this series on both ends of the floor. Force OKC to beat you from 3. Hey, if the Thunder want to go shoot 40%, 45% from 3 in Game 7 of the NBA Finals, like Coop said, you tip your hat and say, well, you guys were the best team and you rose to the occasion in the biggest game. So congratulations. But I'm willing to bet, based off what we've seen this entire playoffs, that probably won't happen. So if you're Indiana, pack the paint defensively, force OKC to beat you with jumpers, and you cannot turn the ball over either, because that's when the Thunder are at their best. And when they were in a Game 7 earlier this postseason against the Nuggets in the conference semifinals, the Nuggets just unraveled by turning the ball over. In that Game 7, it became a blowout. And Indiana can't do that today.
They can't do that, and they have done that a couple of times in this series, so they certainly can't do that.
All right, so let's move over to the Thunder. Keys to victory for OKC.
Key to victory for OKC is to dance with the one who brought you. This has to be the Shai Gilgeous-Alexander game, and I know he's had a couple of really good games in this series. I think this has to be the game where he completely takes over and wins this game by himself for Oklahoma City. They obviously have a great team. He's going to get help from the rest of his teammates, but I think Shai needs to play his best game, his most efficient game tonight, and he's got to be clicking on all cylinders for OKC to win this.
Yeah, and I'm going to actually go to the offensive side of the floor with OKC, and it's just like, take your time. I think we saw a rushed Thunder team in Game 6. SGA turned the ball over 8 times. Were all 8 turnovers his fault? No, a couple of them were dropped, and they ultimately just were called SGA turnovers. But him, Jalen Williams, I get it. SGA's 26-27. J-Dub's in his 3rd year. Chet Holmgren's in his 3rd year. But they, as a young trio, just too much. They drive into 2 or 3 defenders inside. Take your time. Do not rush. I know it's easier said than done. you cannot put the ball in harm's way. You let Indiana get out in transition, they are just as dangerous as OKC is in that regard. So the Thunder have to take care of the basketball, be intentional with every action they run. And another thing they can't do is, can they stop turning the ball over after Indiana makes a bucket? They try to quickly inbound the ball from the baseline, and then next thing you know, you see TJ McConnell come out of nowhere and get a steal. Same thing with Nembhard. They have to take their time, be patient, be intentional. Don't play slow. You can still play up-tempo, but you have to not put the ball in harm's way. All right, let's move over to key players for each team, Coop. Let's go Pacers first.
Key for the Pacers, give me Pascal Siakam. I think he's been their most consistent player throughout this series.
Probably the finals MVP if the Pacers won.
If the Pacers end up winning, I do think he's going to end up winning it. And the Pacers are going to need him to be great, not good. They're going to need him to be great tonight. It sounds like Haliburton's healthy enough to go and give it, his best that he possibly can here in the final game of the season. But I think Pascal Siakam needs to have a great game for the Pacers to win.
Yeah, my key player for the Indiana Pacers is going to be Aaron Nesmith. He has been very good in this playoffs series. He's been good in the entire postseason. Now, he has had some up and down games for this series. He gets in foul trouble a lot. If he can just limit his fouls, don't help OKC, don't put them on the line, that will do wonders for him to be able to stay on the floor. And if he can deliver 2 or 3 shots from beyond the arc for Indiana, that will provide a lot of calmness and confidence for their offense. So Aaron Nesmith on both sides of the floor. He's been guarding Jalen Williams a lot in this series too. So he's got to defend without fouling, and he's got to be able to knock down some shots because he'll have about 3 or 4 looks that are going to be pretty much considered open. So he is my key for the Pacers. Let's move over to the Thunder. Who is your key? Jeffrey Cooperstein.
For the Thunder, I'm going to take your guy.
Yeah, I know
the man who saved basketball.
Oh, really? Okay.
The man who saved basketball, Mr. Aaron Wiggins, who plays better at home. I think he needs to get a few threes up, and he needs to make a few threes for the Thunder. I think he can shoot it really well, and he can help give OKC's offense a balance that they need because they haven't shot the three extremely well in this series. So if they can get Aaron Wiggins going from the bench, I do think that he could be a key to victory for the Oklahoma City Thunder.
Yeah, for the Thunder, I'm going to go with the guy that I've just slandered all series long. Chet Holmgren.
Chet. Okay.
Chet Holmgren's just got to play his best game of the series. He does. He's been abysmal. He played well in Game 2. He had 15 and 9, I believe. And then in Game 3, he actually had 20 and 10, but I called it the most empty statted 20 and 10 of all time because he just collapsed in the final 5 minutes. Miles Turner made him his little kid. Chet Holmgren has been kind of killed. By the way, fun fact, NBA centers in the NBA Finals, minimum 50 attempts shooting the ball. Chet Holmgren has the worst shooting percentage in NBA Finals history for a 7-footer. 35.6%.
That's bad.
You know who has the third worst, by the way? Miles Turner at 36.8%. Somehow Patrick Ewing in the early 90s is there at number 2 at 36%. Holmgren's just got to be better with the basketball. He's turned it over a lot in this series. He has been good protecting the rim defensively, but he's just got to be more aggressive and more efficient and not turn the ball over on the offensive side of the floor. If Holmgren plays a good game, I'm going to be willing to say OKC is probably NBA champions after
if they get Chet's first good game of the series,
it's yeah.
I mean, basically,
they're unbeatable when Chet plays good. Because they looked in Game 3 on the road, they looked like they were going to win because Chet was playing so good. And then all of a sudden, he got killed in the final 5 minutes, and Mathurin went crazy.
If OKC loses this series, do they consider a move on Chet Holmgren?
I don't know who would be available because Giannis isn't going to be available,
right.
And I don't think they blow up the core for anyone but Giannis. But that we're not going to talk about that here. Ready for tip-off? Spam me. If you're fired up for the game, spam those me's. It's almost time to get ready here for Game 7 of the NBA Finals.
Go.
We'll give some shout-outs before we give some shout-outs to the people spamming me. Coop, prediction, who wins and what's the score?
I'm going to take the Thunder reluctantly. I want the Pacers to win. I'm going to take the Thunder 110-102.
110-102 Thunder. I am also going with the Oklahoma City Thunder. I'm going 114-103. Shout out to Shaw, Kane, NBA, Tyman, Mara, Cartier, Jeff, Kane, Utico, Mr. Messi, NBA, Sanic, all spamming those me's. We also got a $5 super chat from our guy, Jeff Bartlett. We'll get that on screen here. Lorenzo Steele in the building. What's up, what's up, what's up? Continue to spam those me's if you're fired up for the game. Shout out to Jeff with the super chat. Bartlett's keys to victory. Team that has the most points win. Hey,
I like that.
Your take versus mine. Sounds way more professional.
At the end of the day, he is right.
Yeah. Breaking news. The team that has more points at the end of the game is the winner and an NBA champion.
There it is.
Breaking news.
We are about 30 seconds away from tip.
We are getting their tip-off. They just announced the starting lineups for each team. We're going to still see those same starting lineups that we've seen ever since Game 4 for the Thunder. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, Luguentz Dort, Chet Holmgren, Isaiah Hartenstein, and Jalen Williams. For the Indiana Pacers, it's going to be Andrew Nembhard, Tyrese Haliburton, Aaron Nesmith, Pascal Siakam, and Miles Turner. Both teams playing their last game of the season, the last game of NBA basketball that we will have until mid to late October, if you do not count Summer League or the preseason, that is. But we're here to break it all down, and it's going to be a lot of fun, folks. We got to also get to 411K subscribers today. We're under 200 away. I think we should be able to get there. If you are someone watching and aren't subscribed, this is why you subscribe to the channel, because we're going to provide a free live broadcast of the game, play-by-play commentary analysis. We'll be live on Wednesday and Thursday as well for the NBA draft, the following Monday for NBA free agency, and we have daily content in the entire sports world, NBA, NFL, college football, college basketball, sometimes some MLB as well. So hit that sub button and join us here at Chat Sports as we continue to climb up the rocket ship. All right, Coop, it's ready to go. Final game in the NBA for 6 months. How are we feeling?
I feel great. I can't freaking wait for this.
5 months, 4 months. It really is only 4 months.
4 months, yeah.
July, August, September, and then October. Is the NBA offseason the shortest in professional sports?
Do you count?
I guess the NHL.
Do you count soccer as sport?
I'm talking United States professional leagues.
In that case, yes, the NBA and NHL are probably about the
same. Because NFL, it's pretty long.
Yeah, I mean, baseball's pretty short, too.
They end
of October.
Some teams end in September and they don't play till March. That's like 5
end of October months. To last week in March.
I don't know. In my head, I just thought I was like, well, it's only 4 months: July, August, September, and then halfway through October we're playing again. It's pretty wild.
Yeah, fair.
They do, but probably maybe the least physically taxing sport on your body long term.
Oh, absolutely.
Here we go. Turner, Holmgren, center tip. Ball is up. Tip is won by the Indiana Pacers, and they will start with the ball here in Game 7. They will get the ball in the fourth quarter. Thunder get it in the second and third quarter. First possession of the game, Nembhard pull-up elbow jumper, and he just rattles it home, and the Pacers score. Cash those Nembhard first basket tickets.
You were waiting for that.
Every time, Coop, every time. Jalen Williams handling it here to start, followed by Nesmith. Williams gets inside, fadeaway, blocked by Nesmith. Excellent defensive play by the former Vanderbilt Commodore. Nembhard in transition to the rim, kick out to Turner. Good closeout there, swung out to Haliburton. Haliburton, step back, no good, but a foul was called on Luguentz Dort before the shot. So be foul on Dort, first of the game, side out for Indiana. They just put Chet Holmgren and dropped there on the first possession, and he looked like a fish out of water. Miles Turner lining up a quick catch-and-shoot left wing three, too strong. Rebound falls all the way out to Holmgren. Thunder looking to get their first basket of the game here. SGA touches it for the first time. Pick and roll with Hartenstein. SGA at the free throw line spinning. Step back jumper. It's good. Pretty move for Gilgeous-Alexander to get this game knotted at 2 and himself on the board for the first time tonight.
And if you play Prize Picks, you just hit your free square.
That's right. Siakam pick and pop with Nembhard. His three-pointer is good. Siakam, the only man with finals experience on this Pacers team, buries a three on his first attempt. Jalen Williams tracked by Nesmith. Williams gets a screen by Holmgren. Now to the corner for SGA. SGA gets inside, has good positioning, spins, tries the slither, can't find anywhere to go. 4 on the shot clock, knocked loose by Nembhard. SGA gets it back. Pump fake, step back, 3, doesn't go. Ball loose, picked up by Siakam, but we're going to have a foul called on Chet Holmgren trying to go over the back of Pascal Siakam. So 2 early fouls on the Thunder here. Great defense by Nembhard, walling off inside, now allowing SGA to have any breathing room.
And then he tried to bait a foul.
I mean, what are you going to do there in that spot, Coop? Nembhard's had the ball in his hands a lot early on. He's guarded by Holmgren. Bodies hit the deck off ball. Nesmith, I don't know what just happened. Nembhard driving in on Holmgren. Show and go. Blocked by Chet. Ball still is in Indiana's hands. 4 on the shot clock. Siakam, mid-range, pull-up, air ball. Rebound SGA. What a possession defensively by the Thunder. SGA driving inside. A lot of contact. Foul. They're going to say on the floor here. I don't know if I agree with that one, Coop, but that's a first foul, I believe, on Aaron Nesmith.
Yeah, that was a borderline on the floor in the act of shooting. I don't know if Shai continued into his motion there.
So foul on Nesmith. It'll be sideline out of bounds for OKC. 16 on the shot clock. Jalen Williams gets it. He gets a screen. At the top of the key, back to Gilgeous-Alexander. He faces up on Nembhard. Drives baseline. Pull-up 10-footer. It's good. And Gilgeous-Alexander's got 4 points early on. Still a 1-point Indiana lead. They got Jalen Williams defending Nembhard here. Haliburton pick and roll with Turner. Haliburton drives inside, gets the rim. Rejected by SGA! Off-ball rejection by the MVP. What a play. He's averaged about 3 stocks in this series. Hartenstein driving on Turner. Kicks it out to Jalen Williams. Good defense by Nesmith. Jalen Williams drops it off to Holmgren. 4 on the shot clock. Chat with a pretty half-spin move fadeaway and gets the friendly roll off the front rim, and the Thunder take their first lead of the game at 6-5. Good move by Holmgren there and a tight crowd on Siakam. Miles Turner out to Siakam, back to Haliburton as the Pacers just play catch here. Now to the corner for Turner. He drives on Holmgren, gets a step, show and go, doubled out to Siakam. 1 more to Haliburton. Deep left wing 3. Good! And Haliburton's on the board for the first time today. And Indiana goes back up in front 8-6. Jalen Williams playmaking it over to Holmgren. Holmgren drives, cut off by Siakam. He just can't handle the ball, man. Now to Jalen Williams. Williams inside. Circus shot, too strong. Bad possession there for OKC.
Great pick and roll defense.
Haliburton from the logo. Again! 2 straight threes for Tyrese Haliburton. He's got 6 points, and the Pacers have a 5-point lead. Jalen Williams over to Hartenstein. Backdoor cut to Dort. Dort, what a nifty layup for Lu Dort. The longest tenured Thunder. Back of within 3. Siakam isolating on Hartenstein. Good defense by Hartenstein, forcing a tough step back. Too strong. Good defense there by Hartenstein to hold his ground. Something that Holmgren has not been able to do. SGA, pretty dribble move inside. In no contact, late foul call. I think that's the right call. I was shocked that one didn't get called initially, Coop, but SGA is going to head to the line. That's Nesmith's second foul.
That's 2 quick ones on Aaron Nesmith. He's going to have to go to the bench here soon, I think.
I believe so. What a finish by Lu Dort here, hanging.
Oh,
pretty.
time.
Little English off the
kiss.
glass. And then this was just an unbelievable crossover move. Yeah, I mean, I'm shocked that took so long for a whistle there.
Yeah, the ref wanted to process it, I suppose.
SGA makes the first free throw. He's got 5 points here early for the Thunder. I mean, he could have kicked that to the corner for an open Jalen Williams 3. I don't mind SGA going hard to the rack, though. First substitution of the game as Nesmith sits down with 2 fouls. It's going to be Benedict Mathurin, the hero for the Pacers in Game 3, where he had 27 points off the bench and closed that game out. Gilgeous-Alexander goes 2 of 2 at the charity stripe. He's got 6. 11-10 Pacers lead.
Nesmith 2 fouls, good for you.
Yeah, I have more than 4 fouls on my prize picks. Haliburton feeling it. Tracked down by Caruso. Another pull-up three. That one no good. Offensive rebound, Indiana. Thank you, Mathurin. Back out to Haliburton. Won't miss another. 9 first-quarter points for Tyrese Haliburton. It's a Pacers 4-point lead. Timeout OKC.
Tyrese Haliburton, 3 of 4 from 3 to start this game. And if he keeps shooting it like this, maybe he has a claim for Finals MVP.
Yeah, Jalen Williams got caught ball watching there on the rebound. Didn't find a body to box out, and Mathurin just slithered in there for the longish rebound close to the free throw line.
ESPN just slowed Haliburton saying a slur.
Oh, could you say what slur?
I cannot.
Whoa.
It was wild. But anyways, a great start for Tyrese Haliburton. Good start offensively for Indiana. They're moving the ball well, like they're accustomed to normally doing. They're getting the shots they want. Haliburton did miss that 3, but they got the offensive board, got it right back to him, and he let it go and made the second chance opportunity for the Pacers.
I'll say this, Coop. All 3 threes that Haliburton's made have been from that left kind of wing.
Yep. They've been from left of the center line for sure.
Coop, thoughts on the early parts of the game?
Like I said, I really think the Pacers are moving it well on the offensive end of the floor. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is kind of taking over for the Thunder. I believe he has 6 of their 10. And he's doing everything he can to keep the Thunder in the game so far. We're obviously very early here, only at the first time out here, in the first quarter. But a good competitive game so far. It feels like they're letting them play for the most part. Now, there hasn't been, anything crazy one way or the other, but it does feel like there's a good flow and a good pace to the game. That's really
I'll say this, Coop. This has been the story of the series so far. Indiana, 4 of 6 from beyond the arc. They're 5-11 from the game, so they're actually shooting 1 of 5 inside the 3-point arc in this first quarter to this point. But here's the part that is just such a consistent issue for OKC in the series, and it's why maybe a lot of people, myself included, overlooked Indiana as a matchup for the Thunder. Indiana just gets up as many threes as they can. They play that analytical, high-tempo offense where 3-pointers will beat 2. The Thunder haven't even attempted a 3-pointer yet, Coop.
Look, the Thunder they don't love to shoot the 3 like other teams do. They shot what? They started last game 1 of 16.
Yeah, but in Game 5, though, at home, they were unconscious from beyond the arc.
But they're usually not a team that's going to hoist 40 3-pointers a night. They're capable of making them, but their shooters have kind of gone cold, which is why I chose Aaron Wiggins as my key player, because he's the one guy that really can shoot for Oklahoma City, and if he can knock down a couple, it'll really help open up the rest of the offense for them.
You wonder if Isaiah Joe gets any run for OKC off the bench today. Probably their best pure 3-point shooter on their entire roster. So I wonder if Dagenholt tries to push a button there coming off the bench and getting a floor spacer and shooter if you pair him alongside SGA. The issue, Isaiah Joe is really not the best defender.
He can't defend at all.
So where do you put him defensively? That's the question you have to ask yourself, and it's why Dagenholt gets paid a lot more money than we do.
This is an SGA 44-minute game, right?
It's the last game for. I got to be honest.
48.
If you don't get in foul trouble, I know you don't want to tire your star players out for the fourth quarter, but
he's playing the entire second half.
If I am one of these main key star players, it's Game 7 of the finals. I can rest for 3 months.
Yep.
I'm playing every minute that I. If you want, coach, don't take me out unless you think I need to be taken out. SGA's got it as we resume play here. Over to Caruso, left wing 3. That's a big-time shot off the bench for Caruso. First 3-pointer attempt of the night for OKC. It's buried. SGA with the assist. Remember, he had 8 turnovers and 2 assists in Game 6. Haliburton being tracked by Dort inside. Swings to Nembhard. One more to Miles Turner. Turner pump fakes inside. Out to Nembhard to the corner for Mathurin. Great closeout by Caruso. Now a contested step back 3. Air ball. What a defensive possession by the Thunder. So out of the timeout, an air ball and a 3-pointer for OKC. Jalen Williams has hit the deck. Ball on the ground. It's going to be a jump ball. Nembhard, Jalen Williams.
Isaiah Hartenstein was trying to call a timeout, but possession was not imminent.
Yeah, it's a good jump ball call by the officials there.
Caruso, what a big shot that is for
Obi Toppin just got caught helping on that ball or the roller off the screen. Understandably, with Nembhard being kind of the lone man on the back end, couldn't just have Nembhard with Hartenstein back there. But we're going to the monitor. Why, I don't know.
What are we doing here, Jimmy? Oh, no monitor.
No monitor. I don't know what the reasoning is here, but 6 minutes to go. We're halfway through this opening quarter. It's 14-13 Indiana. If you haven't already, hit that thumbs up icon. Let's get to 100 likes. We've got 700 plus people watching. Only 65 likes. Jump ball. That's got to be okay. Yeah. Wait. Whoa. They're going to redo the jump ball. I thought Jalen Williams got held by Nembhard on the jump ball, which would normally be a foul.
That's a foul, yeah.
Nothing called. I mean, it looked like Jalen Williams' arm got grabbed, but now what are we doing here? All right, finally figured out. We'll jump it up again. You'd imagine Jalen Williams should win this jump ball. He does. Hartenstein gets it. There is only 10 on the shot clock for OKC. They got to go quick here on this possession. Gilgeous-Alexander gets a screen, drives left, swings it to Caruso. Another three-pointer for Caruso off the bench, and he buries it. It's a 6-point run for Alex Caruso. 2-point Thunder lead, back-to-back dimes from Gilgeous-Alexander. Haliburton drives, kicks. It's now Nembhard who gets inside and draws a foul on Jalen Williams. So Nembhard's going to go a line for two. But how about Alex Caruso off the bench with 2 triples with a minute into his game?
Stepping up huge for the Oklahoma City Thunder as he makes 2 clutch threes and gives them the lead.
And I'm more impressed with SGA on the last 2 possessions, Coop. It's making that extra swing pass to Caruso open, because what we saw in Game 6 and what we've seen throughout the series, if we're going to be quite frank, is that he gets downhill, he's trying to draw a foul or put up a midi jumper. Yep. But they're collapsing the paint on him. That shot's open every single time, and him not trying to force anything early, make the right play, give a good 3-point shooter a wide open look, pays off dividends.
Absolutely. SGA's got to be cool, calm, and collected in this one. He's got to trust his teammates that they're going to knock down open shots.
16 all after Nembhard made both free throws.
Casey Wallace checks in.
SGA over to Caruso. Caruso to the rim. Too strong on the left-hand layup there. Rebound Indiana. Haliburton pushing the pace. Driving, but good defense there to force him to stop and reset. SGA moving his feet well there. Forced to reset out to Nembhard. Nembhard drive, kick. It's Toppin in the corner. One more to Haliburton. Haliburton just slips and falls. Fast break opportunity for OKC. SGA drops it off to Williams for the two-handed slam. And Haliburton's on the ground in pain. Oh, no. Oh, no. It's his
Achilles.
It's his. Oh, no. And this is the exact fear, man. This is the exact thing that you didn't want to see. Yep. Fuck.
He was slamming the ground saying, no, no, no. And then he said, I did it to the trainer.
Yep.
That is absolutely brutal.
That is sad, man. Tyrese Haliburton, I mean, I'm not going to speculate, but I'm also going to speculate. I'm like 98% sure that's
Yes, he did.
He had a strained calf coming into Game 6 and 7. We knew that, and we always say, if you have a strained calf and you plant wrong because of the weakness in the calf, it leads to that Achilles being torn. We saw it in 2019 with Kevin Durant in the finals when he strained his calf, missed the conference finals, came back against the Raptors, and 5 minutes in, tore his Achilles, and we just saw the same thing happen to Tyrese Haliburton.
He's out all next season.
Yeah. That is now, I would say, 2 of the top 5 players in the Eastern Conference who will not be available next season.
Jeez,
That is just brutal.
That is awful for Haliburton, man. I feel terrible for him. I feel terrible for the Pacers. It's just not what you want to see in a Game 7, man. Now, you don't ever want to see it, but especially when the stakes are this high. Especially when the stakes are this high, you just don't want to see it. Ugh.
I mean, I'm crushed.
I'm devastated.
I am crushed.
Oh, man.
Dude, that's so brutal, man.
It didn't look like it was like, I don't know. You never, I guess, can see it in real time, but it didn't look like it was a crazy action that he made with his foot, but
They never do, though.
yeah, they never do.
They never do. I gotta be honest. Is this overreactionary? Maybe. And I get it's the NBA Finals. I think at this point, we've just seen it happen too many times, Coop. If a player has a strained calf, they cannot play basketball.
You can't do it.
I'm sorry. Like, I really don't care. It's the finals. I get it. You might never be in this position again.
You just
but
can't.
you potentially
ruin your career.
Like, you don't know. Every player bounces back differently. That is a career-altering injury for Tyrese Haliburton. It's a franchise-altering injury for the Pacers.
It is. I mean, he is their franchise player. Who knows if the Indiana Pacers are ever back here again?
Man, that is just so brutal. I feel atrocious.
Oh, dude, you can see it when he plants.
And he knew it too.
Yep.
He was even crying on the floor. Man.
TJ McConnell's game now.
TJ McConnell's in. The damper on this game is just crazy. See how each team responds here. McConnell at the top of the key, over to Mathurin. Back to McConnell. He's going to have to make something happen. He drives on Wallace. Doubled, tripled, fades away. Air ball, shot clock violation.
They're done.
I had to be honest.
They're done.
You wonder how Indiana reacts to that. You just saw your guy, your leader, put it all on the floor, and he just had an Achilles tear. How do you as teammates, how do you as a team respond? And if you're OKC, this is going to sound terrible.
Blood in the water.
You got to put him to sleep right now. SGA drives, kicks, Caruso open corner three, too strong that time. Mathurin driving baseline, cut off, quad teamed inside, able to find Siakam on the perimeter. Pascal drives, gets to the rim, finishes, and one? Yeah, and one. This has got to be the Pascal Siakam game going forward, Coop.
It does. He's going to have to take over and be this team's best player. He's going to have to be their engine. He's going to have to do everything on the offensive end for them. As they go, he goes, and vice versa.
Wow. Siakam's averaging 19.8 points per game in this series. Chance to put Indiana back in front here with a free throw as we're square at 18 right now. Too strong, no good. Rebound grabbed by Gilgeous-Alexander. 4 minutes to go in the opening quarter. SGA driving on McConnell. Baseline. Fades away from 15 feet. Wow, too strong. Air ball there by SGA. Rare miss in the mid-range. Mathurin in transition. He's going to have to be a big factor in this game now. He drives at Holmgren. Tough floater, too strong. Excellent job by Holmgren there to move his feet and contest. Kenrich Williams into the ball game. SGA gets it, drive, kick, Caruso, right wing three. No good there. Rebound offensively, OKC. Fresh kick out. It's Caruso again. They reset to SGA. SGA drives left on Shepherd. Euro step floater is good. SGA gets to OKC to 20 points in this quarter. as his strong start continues. 8 points and 3 assists on 3 of 5 shooting. Top into the rim. Tough floater. No good. Holmgren with the board. Outlet OKC. Numbers if they push. They slow it down, though, and we'll just focus on getting a good look here. Gilgeous-Alexander defended by TJ McConnell. SGA walking him down. Swings it to Holmgren. Pump fake. Chet drives inside. Running floater for Holmgren goes. And it's a 4-point Thunder lead. Thunder shooting 9 of 16 from the field. McConnell over to Shepherd. Shepherd back to McConnell. Siakam in the mid-range. Facing up on Holmgren. Tough mid-range. Good. Big shot there, Siakam. He's going to have to take a lot of tough mid-ranges in this game. He's going to have to bury them all night long.
How are they going to make up the Haliburton minutes? It'll be majority TJ McConnell, but you'll see
Nembhard's going to take a much more on-ball role.
You'll see Mathurin a little bit more, I bet.
Yeah. About 2 minutes to go in this opening 12. SGA has it. Gets a screen from Kenrich Williams. Gilgeous-Alexander thought about a step back, now drives. Mathurin does a good job staying in front. Tough contested midi. No good there. See, those are the possessions that aren't good. Just a bunch of dribbling and iso ball. Move the ball, get some actions. McConnell at the top of the key. Drives left. Holmgren defending. Whipped Caruso, read it like a book and stole it.
It's a bad pass.
Caruso's been sensational in this first quarter. 3rd turnover of the game for Indiana. OKC has not turned the ball over yet. 10 seconds on the shot clock, 90 seconds to go in the quarter. Kenrich Williams driving inside, back out to Wallace. Casey Wallace got to make something happen. 2 on the shot clock. Step back, now step through, jumper, bank too strong. That ball hit the rim.
Did it graze the front?
It did. It didn't matter. They call a shot clock violation, but it just helps OKC set their defense. If they show the replay, I'm 90% sure that grazed front rim off the backboard.
Violation nonetheless. And that will be OKC's first turnover of the game.
That it will. Minute 15 to go in the opening quarter. 22-20. McConnell has checked in for Haliburton. If you're just joining us, Haliburton likely a torn Achilles. McConnell can't hit the mid-range. Jalen Williams back into the game with the board. Up ahead to Wallace. Wallace kicks it back out to Jalen Williams. Aaron Wiggins into the game for the first time. Kenrich Williams 3. Too strong. Ball will go out of bounds back to Indiana. So after making their first 2 3-pointers of the night, Coop, Thunder have missed their last, I believe, 3.
Yep, Caruso made the first 2. They've gone cold since. No way McConnell does it again, right?
We'll see. TJ McConnell at the top of the key. Wallace defending. McConnell gets a screen from Mathurin. Mathurin gets it, drives, hangs, can't finish. Good defense there. Gets his own rebound and puts it back up and in. So Mathurin with his first bucket of the game. We're back square at 22. Do the Thunder go 2 for 1 here in the first quarter? Doesn't look like they will. They'll take just one good shot here. Jalen Williams driving inside, gets to the rim, left hand, tough finish, Jalen Williams. I think that's his second basket of the game. He's got 4.
That was good defense from Shepherd, too.
Shot clock turned off as OKC leads by 2 in this opening period. Under 10 to go. Casey Wallace steals it away, gets it to Holmgren. Holmgren, 3 on the clock, bumps, Euro step, foul. A block is going to be called with 1.3 seconds, and 2 free throws will be coming for Holmgren.
I thought McConnell had got position there.
I think Holmgren should have given this one up. Excellent defense by Wallace at the point of attack. Gets it to Holmgren. I thought he should have tried to pitch it there. Maybe not. I would have liked to see a slowed down replay there. There was a lot of shoulder. Holmgren tried to avoid him on that Euro and caught a lot of the McConnell shoulder. Holmgren misses the first free throws. He'll have a second free throw here with 1.3 remaining in the quarter. Rebel Montana's in the building, says, tell Jalen Williams he owes you 2 points. Rebel, I'm sorry, my friend. If I could tell you, I would tell you. Or if I could tell him, I would tell him. Holmgren's second free throw here. That one goes, so it's a 3-point lead. doubt Indiana gets up a real shot here. We'll see if they try. McConnell throws it. It's caught by Siakam. A shot is off. Good if it goes, and it hits front rim. I mean, I tell you what, with 1.3 on the clock, inbounding on your own basket, that's as good as a look as you could probably ask for.
No question about it.
It almost went in. But after 12 minutes of play, the Thunder in this winner-take-all Game 7 lead 25-22. Obviously, the story in this one, though, is the heartbreaking torn Achilles for Tyrese Haliburton.
Yeah, and we don't know for certain, but it's about 98% sure that he tore his Achilles. Couldn't walk it. He was carried off by Pacers teammates and trainers. And it's just an extremely, extremely unfortunate circumstance for the Pacers in this game. Championship on the line, and you lose your best player like that. Brutal. Shout out Christian coming in with the 2. Says Indy's going to have to wait till next year. Well, Haliburton's probably going to be out for most of next season. So who knows if they'll ever be back in this position again.
Yeah, I mean, like,
serious.
Like the East is just going to be such an interesting storyline next year. I hate to look ahead like this, but assuming that the worst is confirmed for Haliburton, you now have the second best player in the Eastern Conference, Jason Tatum, out for probably the entire year. You have probably, I guess, would say the third or fourth best player in the East in Haliburton, whether you want to say him or Jalen Brunson. I'd still probably say Brunson's better. But Haliburton, probably gone for the year now. I mean, the East is going to be an absolute wild conference next year.
It's going to be wild, man. I mean,
you look at the
if
conference.
Giannis and the Bucks, if he still stays there, they could win the East.
No, that team stinks.
The Knicks could win the East.
I mean, I would probably put money right now on the Knicks to come out of the East.
The Orlando Magic could win the East.
Magic could come out the East after making Desmond Bane. I mean, if the Pistons make a move.
Pistons could make a move and be
Is
contenders.
it finally the Cavs' time?
But you don't think the Bucks can?
No, absolutely not. They'd have to make a altering move because Dame's basically out for the year.
Yeah, Dame's out.
Did he tear his ACL or was it Achilles again?
It was Achilles.
It was?
Yeah.
Jesus. So you have 3 of the top 10 players in the Eastern Conference with torn Achilles.
Unbelievable, man. So if you were a wagering man, which you are, you would put money on the Knicks right now?
I would probably put money on the Knicks to come out next
Is Marshall going to do Knicks got great news tomorrow?
That's pretty crazy. 1,200 people watching. Make sure you have subscribed to the channel here. We're trying to get to 411K. If we get to 411K subscribers today, I'll take a shot at 1,800 tequila on the house.
Me too.
Usually $20 super chats is what will get that done. You know, I'll make another rule. Every 200 likes we get today, I'll take a shot. We're 49 likes away from 200. Let's get to 200 likes.
Let's do it.
Every 200 likes, I'm taking a shot. Going to change the live poll. Who you got, Pacers Thunder, after the opening quarter and the Haliburton news?
That's just brutal, man.
You know,
turn injuries off in the playoffs.
What'd you say?
Turn injuries off in the playoffs.
Not only does it suck to see one of the the stars in the league get hurt like that and miss all of next season in all likelihood, but I wanted to see that. You never know. Maybe this game goes down to the wire. Still,
it could.
But I wanted to see both teams at full strength. All right, second quarter underway. We start with Isaiah Hartenstein missing a lob dunk. Excellent set out of the break where Williams fed it to Hartenstein on a silver platter. Mathurin evens the game up at 25 with a right wing triple.
He's played well in his limited action in this game.
5-point swing there, as it could have been a 5-point lead, and now we're tied. Hartenstein looking to bounce back there, fouled by Tony Bradley, who's in. So Isaiah Hartenstein's going the line for 2. 8 likes away from 200, and then we'll take a shot. I just feel sick, man.
Oh. It's awful. It really is awful.
Hartenstein's first free throw, no good. So early storyline here, Coop. Thunder 3 of 6 from the line.
That is an early storyline to watch.
Excuse me, I might have just spoiled. They're 3 of 5, but ESPN is slightly ahead somehow. Hartenstein missed both. 3 of 6. I don't know how. We're on DirecTV. How is ESPN faster than DirecTV?
I don't know, but the Thunder better start making their shots from the charity stripe.
Yeah. We're at 200 likes. I'll take a shot next TV timeout. Appreciate everyone who hit that thumbs up icon. Please do so. Continue to hit that. Siakam guarded by Case and Wallace. He sees 2 bodies. Gets around Wallace. Stripped, but a foul. And Siakam's going to go to the line.
This is going to have to be Pascal Siakam's game.
Own personal shambles level, he didn't ever offer Jovic for KD.
Yeah, that's a joke.
I can't take Pat Riley serious, dude. I really can't. Barry Jackson reported the final offer was Wiggins or Rozier. It actually might have been Wiggins and Rozier. I'll have to look here. Final offer was Wiggins, Rozier, Hawkes, Haywood Highsmith, and the 20th pick.
That's embarrassing.
Siakam made that free throw. Misses the second. Pascal Siakam, 1 of 3 at the line tonight.
That's not good considering I have more than 5.5 free throws made.
I also have more than 5 threes made. I think he'll still get there because he's going to have to fucking get to the line and with this situation going on, Coop.
Yes, he will.
1 point Indiana lead. Jalen Williams, step back 3 over Bradley, no good. Offensive rebound, Aaron Wiggins. Aaron Wiggins with a big play off the bench. Caruso now under 10 on the shot clock. Oh, what a backdoor cut! Caruso slams it home after a good Hartenstein feed. Caruso with 8 points. Bradley inside. Swings it to Mathurin. Back to Bradley. Bradley fouled by Jalen Williams. That's a really good foul. Force him to make free throws. Shot. Appreciate the 200 likes.
Shout out to y'all. Is this game going to be too rich for Tony Bradley's blood? I don't see him being able to rise to the occasion. Maybe he will.
We'll see. Bradley makes the first free throw.
Shout out Christian coming in with the 5.
Appreciate Christian. Indy shouldn't feel bad. They gave SJ all he could handle. Well, series is not over. Game's not over. Pacers still hanging tough here early after the Haliburton injury. That's the second foul on Jalen Williams in this game. He will stay in the ball game, though. Hartenstein hands it off to Wiggins. Wiggins coming off a curl. Lob to Hartenstein, who was fouled by McConnell. A little shove in the back. Another good foul, though, because it would have been an easy dunk for Hartenstein, although he did miss one earlier. Wait a minute. They're going to say this isn't shooting?
No way. It has to be.
I don't understand it, man. The officiating in this series has been really bad. Jalen Williams gets to the rack, no good. Tipped out, rebound to Caruso for 3. He just missed it. And then Jalen Williams gets the steal and is fouled by Bradley. Caruso just airballed a 3, wide open.
Yes, he did. This has been a weird first 2 minutes of the quarter.
Yeah, this second quarter's been odd, man.
OKC side out here again from the right hash.
Williams gets it off a curl, drops it off to Hartenstein, who lays it up and in. They're really trying to get Jalen Williams off a curl, moving downhill with a roller, and just putting the Indiana defense in a, do you stop Jalen Williams or do you stop the roller? And so far, it's worked for OKC almost every time they've run that action. Under 10 to go here in the first half. Ben Shepherd driving. Stripped by Caruso. He picks it up. But good transition defense by Indiana forces a reset for OKC. Now Casey Wallace attacks and just dribbles it off his foot. He's been bad all series long. 1 point OKC lead, 29-28. McConnell picks up his dribble, kind of in no man's land, gets it off to Shepherd. Now to Siakam, who's in the corner, under 10 on the shot clock. Siakam backing down on Wallace. Caruso shading. Siakam just takes a step back, comes up a bit short on that turnaround.
I don't hate that shot.
No, yeah, you'll take that every day. Indiana shooting 39% from the field. Yet they're shooting 5 of 9 from 3. Jalen Williams driving on Bradley, hanging, floater, foul. Jalen Williams going to the line for 2.
Bradley's going to use up all 6 of those fouls.
Oh, we might see Thomas Bryant in this game tonight.
Oh, boy.
Or we might see small ball center.
James Johnson?
He ain't getting played. Why are they still showing the replay? Like, I get you want to inform new viewers that the best player in the Pacers tore his Achilles.
You don't need to show the replay,
You don't need to show the replay 7 times. 2 free throws coming here for Jalen Williams as he looks to extend this Pacers deficit. The Thunder have not led by more than, I believe, 4. The largest lead for Indiana was 5. Jalen Williams missed the free throw. Both teams can't make free throws in this game.
Horrendous free throw shooting.
And that's where you wonder, is the pressure getting to both teams here?
Haliburton left the game with 9 points on 3 of 4 from 3. And Andrew Nembhard's going to have to play some point guard here.
Oh, my God, Coop. Skip Bayless tweeted this about a minute before the injury. No. The Pacers brilliantly took the big game pressure off Haliburton, who routinely no-shows, by planting the injury excuse that the media swallowed whole. Next minute, Achilles. Williams split the pair. It's 30-28. Nembhard back in. He's going to have to play a big role. What a good feed inside the Miles Turner, who was followed by Wallace, and Miles Turner's going to the line. No surprise here. It was just reported by Lisa Salters. Tyrese Haliburton will not return in this game with a lower leg injury.
Wonder what that is.
What a feed by Nembhard. I don't know how he even had the vision to do that. But Miles Turner has a chance to tie this game up at 30. Can't make the free throw. This has been a very, very poor free throw display here early. Coop, the Thunder are 4 of 8 from the line. And before this free throw from Turner, they're 4 of 7. Free throws. They're
free.
Turner makes the second. So 5 of 8 for Indiana, 4 of 8 for OKC. A combined 9 for 16 from the line. SGA back in. He's driving on Nembhard. Crosses over. Gets to the free throw line. Oh, spins. Fouled. Nembhard picks it up. SGA's trying to say he was going to put up a shot there. Let's see what the officials decide to do here. That was a pretty quick spin move. Oh, yeah, clearly got hooked there on the arm by Nembhard.
That's not a shooting foul.
I could see how they would say he was spinning into a shot, though. And it's free throws coming for SGA. Well, they're in the bonus regardless. So that's why he's at the line. I'll say this, Coop. Thunder in the bonus with 8 minutes to go in the quarter.
They are going to take advantage of that. They got to go downhill.
SGA
but they're not making the free throws.
No, but SGA makes that one. So 31-29. SGA's perfect at the line. The Thunder as a team are now 5 of 9 from the line. Make it 6 of 10. I believe SGA's
has all 6.
No. 5. He's got 5. Oh, Wallace steals the inbound. Pulling over Pacers, a McConnell, if you will. And now the Thunder have a chance to extend their 3-point lead. Largest they've led is 4. Step back 3 for Gilgeous-Alexander. Misses wide right.
The Pacers have done that a few times to the Thunder in this series.
2 of 8 from beyond the arc is OKC. Toppin's been good all series long. Misses that 3. Offensive rebound Turner. Out to Nesmith for a triple. Bottoms it. Even at 32.
Pacers are hanging around, man.
It's because they've been able to shoot the 3. They're 6-11 from beyond the arc. SGA drive, kick, Dort, left wing 3 attempt. Too strong. Rebound, fought for, stripped. Wallace pokes it free from Toppin. Resets it over to SGA, and the Thunder have another chance. SGA drives on Nesmith. Step back, left elbow jumper. Buries it. What a tough mid-range assassin. Timeout, Indiana.
He is absolutely lethal from the mid-range, man. It was good defense by Indiana. Better offense from Shai, as he's just not going to miss that. Nesmith's right in front of him, gets a hand in his face. I mean, you can't do much more than that.
I mean, couldn't do anything else defensively.
That's why SGA is the MVP, man.
Skip Bayless tweet.
I saw. I went to his page.
Then he goes, okay, now Haliburton looks hurt. Hope it's not too bad. Unfortunately, that Haliburton injury looked like more than a calf pull.
You think, Skip?
Thanks, Skip. All right, continue to hit that sub button. Over 1,200 people watching. Daily content in the sports world. You're looking for it? We got it. Live for the NBA Finals. We'll be live for the NBA Draft on Wednesday and Thursday. We'll be live for NBA Free Agency. We have daily videos as well in the NFL, NBA, college football. If you want to be up to date on everything around the sports world, subscribe to the channel today. We get to 411K subscribers, I'm doing a shot. How about this, too? Just 5 days ago, Coop, the Pacers traded their first-round pick in this year's draft for their first-round pick next year. Boy, does that look like an unbelievable move.
Did they know?
I mean, they didn't know, but they go from picking 23 this year. I'd be probably willing to bet that the Pacers are going to be picking higher than 23 next year.
I would agree.
The official word on Haliburton, he's not returning to this game. Not confirmed if it's an Achilles, but man, I just feel sick, dude.
It's awful, man. It really is.
You blocked Skip.
Yeah, I had to. I have a few people blocked on Twitter that I can't see their stuff.
Skip's hilarious.
I blocked.
Today's bad, but pretty funny. Saints, when I say that he is not able to return to the game, that means not return to the game.
He has a lower leg injury. I think we know what that is.
Yeah. Smitty is so rattled by the Thunder. It makes me smile.
Is he actually?
We'll see how the game ends, but it's something. All right, we're back in action here in the second quarter. Nembhard in the pick and roll with Turner. Tries to drop it inside, does. Turner doubled by Wallace. Gets it to Mathurin. Mathurin Euro step inside. No good. Good defense there by Alexander. He gets the rebound. He's leading the break. Over to Wallace. Left wing three. Steps into it with confidence and buries it. Cason Wallace. How about that? Puts OKC up 5, their largest lead of the game. I'll say this. Underrated part about Haliburton's injury here is now, instead of Dort guarding him, Dort now guards Nembhard. Now Caruso guards Nesmith. Now these other guys that are benefiting off Haliburton being defended by the top players now have to go get defended by the top guys on OKC. Everything becomes difficult for everybody. If you're a Thunder fan, you love to see the confidence Cason Wallace has showcased there, stepping into that three on the left wing in transition. If he can provide a couple shots from beyond the arc, you're going to be in a good spot. The fouls have been raining down in this one. The Pacers are at the line, and they're in the bonus with 6:25 to go in the half.
It's a foul fest, baby.
And Miles Turner misses the free throw.
Jeez.
These teams, free throws, wow.
Dude, how about that? Every player who tore his Achilles in the playoffs wore number 0.
That's crazy.
Wild.
Miles Turner missed both free throws. And then the ball is saved. Whoa, what a play here. McConnell inside. Pull up free throw line jumper. No good. Ball still loose. Alexander comes away with it. SGA in transition. Stops at the 3-point arc. Swings it to Wallace. He'll line up another 3. No good, and the ball goes out of bounds. What a wild sequence that was.
Nesmith saves it. OKC tried to gamble for the steal. They couldn't get it. Then McConnell had the pull-up jumper and couldn't capitalize. TJ McConnell's going to have to play a lot of minutes down the stretch here for Indiana, as the Pacers are now down to 37% from the field.
Indiana, though, shooting 6 of 11 from 3. Ironically, that's what they're shooting from the line as well. McConnell driving on the baseline. Holmgren defends. McConnell, quick little up and under. What a move, TJ McConnell.
That was nice.
Thunder quickly pushed the pace the other way. Caruso driving, kicking. It's Holmgren in the corner for 3. He's wide open. No good there. Rebound Nesmith. Indiana chance to cut into this deficit some more. McConnell trailing Nembhard. Nembhard gets by Dort to the rim and lays it up and in a timeout called by OKC.
Here come the Pacers.
4-0 spurt for Indiana. It's a 1-point game. Reggie Miller in the crowd. I didn't know he traveled.
Oh, he's traveling for this one.
So the 2 guards that are going to need to step up with Haliburton out, Nembhard and McConnell getting back-to-back buckets. Many people always say that Andrew Nembhard would be an all-star caliber player if he had his own team.
We're about to find out.
We're about to find out on the biggest stage how true that actually could be. 1,370 people watching, 250 likes. Remember, every 200 likes we get today is a shot of tequila. Let's get to 300 likes during this TV timeout. We're 49 away. 49 away. Can we get there?
So Indiana no longer has their pick this year.
Correct.
I wonder what they do now.
What do you mean, what do they do?
I mean, for a point guard.
Well, they probably just run Nembhard this year.
Yeah, they're going to need someone to replace those minutes, though. I guess they could go with Mathurin and kind of keep it together, but
yeah, dude. These calf injuries, dude, it's terrible. It just feels gross that these just continues to happen. 20 likes away from 300. Help us out.
$14 likes away from 300.
What do we got? About 5.5 left in this first half. $5:22 to be exact. Major Anthony Nelson, I would just direct your attention to the video that I put on the Heat channel earlier today.
Or the video I put on the Map channel today.
Well, he's asking about, am I upset?
Oh.
So he doesn't care about your thoughts.
I didn't hear that part.
Is there a Thunder channel? No OKC Thunder channel here at Chat Sports.
Unfortunately.
We have 8 channels. We have Heat, Mavs, Sixers, Lakers, Celtics, Warriors, Knicks.
I always forget the 8th.
There's always one channel that gets messed. Bulls. Bulls was the one in this sequence. I always get to 7, and then I was like, which team did I forget? All right, second quarter about to get back in action. They're showing player reactions to the Haliburton injury. Darren Fox just tweeted out OMG exclamation point. Interesting. All right, here we go. SGA has it. Nembhard defending. Swings it over to Jalen Williams. Williams, jab step, left wing three. No. What did I say in the open? They need to force OKC to shoot more threes, force Jalen Williams to beat him from beyond the arc. He has not found his jumper yet. Nesmith can't knock down a three there. Rebound Dort inside. Low-scoring first half to this point. Gilgeous-Alexander has been on his game so far. Spinning inside, kicking out. Dort, top of the key triple. Good! Big three by Dort, and he knocks down his first three of the evening. He's got 5 in the game. 4-point Thunder lead.
Luguentz Dort.
Longest tenured member of this Thunder team. McConnell gets the switch. Holmgren defends. Drives. Stripped from behind by Dort. Ball falls right to Miles Turner, who knocks down the mid-range jumper. Jalen Williams over to Dort. Dort's going to try another three-pointer. Just flopped. Dort flops a lot on his threes. It actually drives me up a wall. Every time he gets contested, he tries to flop and get a foul. It's terrible. He actually might be the worst foul baiter on the Thunder team. McConnell guarded by Caruso. They get the switch. No, Caruso fights through the screen. Now McConnell drives to the elbow, pulls up, and hits the jumper. McConnell just causing confusion on that Thunder defense. We're back even at 40, folks. Pick and roll. Holmgren inside. Loses it. Saved by McConnell. Pacers out in transition. Nembhard swings it to Turner. Deep left wing three. No good. Dort grabs the rebound and saves it to SGA. 3.5 to go in this opening 24. Gilgeous-Alexander driving, hanging, blocked by Siakam. Pacers got 5 on 4. Siakam in transition, spinning, drop off. Good defense by Holmgren. It goes off the hands of Turner, and it's back to the Thunder. What a missed opportunity for the Pacers in transition, but you got to credit Holmgren for causing some chaos inside.
Great defense on both ends of the floor as Siakam comes over with the weak side block. Then Chet Holmgren on the other end of the floor making things happen for the Thunder.
Still even at 40 here with 3 to go in the opening half. Third turnover. Oh, well, let me just rephrase. That was the 8th turnover on the Pacers. The Thunder have 3. But just like in game 1, Coop, the Thunder have not taken that much of an advantage of it. 8 turnovers for Indiana, 5 points off turnovers for the Thunder. That's got to be much higher.
Yeah, you've got to convert and you've got to capitalize if Indiana's going to turn over the ball.
I'd say you at least you have to have as many points off turnovers as turnovers forced. So you force 10
Absolutely.
turnovers, got to have 10 points off TOs. Jalen Williams on the baseline dribbles it back out to SGA. SGA gets downhill, gets to the rim. That's goaltending. Yep, Miles Turner whistled for it. 2 more points for the MVP, and that's the lead for OKC. Jalen Williams' handles are so loose, man. It's the one thing that he needs to absolutely improve on next year. Nembhard, pick and roll, bumps Wallace, pull up midi, comes up short, rebound Hartenstein. See, this is an important 3-minute stretch here. SGA on the right wing, still defended by Nembhard. Hartenstein will set him a screen. Not a good screen, no contact drawn. SGA splits a double, swings it to Williams. He pump fakes, back to Dort. Dort left wing triple. No good. Ball rebounded. Hartenstein. It's going to be a jump ball between Nesmith and Hartenstein with 0.5 on the shot clock. Ball never hit rim, so shot clock doesn't reset. So if you're Indiana,
you let him win the
no harm, no foul.
Yeah.
Dude, Dort's now 1 of 4 from 3. All 4 shot attempts have come in the last, 2 minutes?
He's taking a lot of them here.
Toppin will check in, and the Pacers go small ball with Siakam and Toppin at the 4-5.
I'm not sure I like this look for Indiana.
What do you mean?
This lineup with Siakam at the 5.
Hartenstein just wins the tip and hits it out of bounds. Actually a smart play. Just win the tip, make sure it's a dead ball with you not being able to get a shot off, and just set your defense. It's a high IQ play in my book. Nembhard has it, guarded by Wallace. Now over Mathurin, who is defended by Jalen Williams. Mathurin pull up three. Good! Right over the outstretched arms of Gilgeous-Alexander. Mathurin has 8 points. Indiana back up in front by 1. Hartenstein just double dribbled.
Yeah,
I mean, the Thunder, I tell you what, this Thunder team, I don't know if it's just nerves, the inability to create 3-point looks. They just make some dumb decisions that we haven't seen them make until these finals. Is it more or less because Indiana is actually just on that same playing field, or is it this Thunder team just like is a little bit too young and dumb?
I think it's a little bit of both. I think the Thunder's inexperience is showing, and Indiana's putting together a good game plan against them.
Obi Toppin hands it off to Nembhard. 90 seconds to go in this first half. Nembhard kicks it to Siakam. One more to Toppin. Top of the key three. No good. Rebound, foul on OKC, and Siakam's going to go to the line for 2. I mean, the Thunder are just playing bad basketball.
They have, especially in these last 2 or 3 minutes here. As Indiana, I'm frankly shocked that Indiana still has a foothold in this game.
I'm not, because as good as Haliburton is it crazy to say they're like almost like a scheme team?
They absolutely are a scheme team, but when you lose your best player in such demoralizing fashion like that, it's very easy to just fold mentally.
That I agree with the mental side of it, but like the players that are still on the floor are still extremely capable in terms of playing extremely well. Like, I don't know. Like, I don't want to damper the importance of Tyrese Haliburton, but like if there's one team in the NBA that can just plug and play, I do think it's the Indiana Pacers. Because their play style isn't solely dependent on Haliburton generating looks. He does it a lot.
They're a ball movement team.
Yeah, exactly. They're a ball movement team. 9-2 Pacers run over the last 3.5 minutes. The Thunder offense has gone ice cold. Jalen Williams, guarded by Siakam, hounded on the perimeter. Can't get by him. Gets to the free throw line. Swings at the Gilgeous-Alexander. He's doubled. Step back left wing 3. Rattles in and out. 1 minute to go. Rebound Indiana. McConnell. They have numbers if they want it. McConnell drives baseline. And they can't execute and have to reset. Nembhard now defended by Hartenstein. Driving. Bumps him. Step back. Free throw line jumper. Too strong. Rebound. Tipped around. Grabbed by Jalen Williams.
McConnell had that in his hands.
SGA to Hartenstein. Pick and roll. Hartenstein and 1. And he has a chance to tie this one up at 45 with 39 seconds to go. Good feed here by SGA. Recognizes the double. Quick pass to the roller. Toppin with the foul. He got fouled twice there.
Great finish.
Toppin and Siakam. That is a tough finish.
Yeah, that's a fantastic finish by Isaiah Hartenstein. Little slip screen, didn't fully come set, and just rolled right to the rim. A good roll, which is what he's really good at.
Hartenstein was 0 for 2 at the line in his previous trip. Makes that one to tie this one up. He's got 5 points and 6 boards. 45 all, 39.2 seconds to go. Whoa.
No.
I don't know. They're going to call it? I was going to say I thought that was a flop. Luguentz Dort just drew an offensive foul by Mathurin, an illegal screen. Is Carlisle going to challenge?
No.
Well, did Dort embellish it? Yes, but I do think it's an illegal screen.
Yes.
Dort embellished, but Mathurin just walked right into him while Dort was moving his feet. So I agree with the call.
Should get a flopping tech, though.
Should get a flopping warning. 9th turnover for Indiana. SGA doubled. Nembhard defending. Gilgeous-Alexander sizing up Nembhard. Drives left. Spins. Fouled once again. That's going to be on the floor. They actually said it was in the act of shooting, so if that stayed in, it would have counted.
Yeah.
Ball rattled in and out, though, so it'll be 2 free throws coming for SGA.
24.5 seconds remaining.
Why are we showing this again?
They've got to stop.
I think that's 9 times. Gilgeous-Alexander makes the free throw. The father of Haliburton is in the locker room. I don't know who. Is that his mom? It's not his wife or girlfriend or whatever.
No.
Indiana with a half a second differential with shot clock, game clock, and essentially hold for the final shot of this half. Alexander makes both free throws. I think he's 8 of 8 from the line. 47-45. Siakam brings the ball up. Caruso defending. Harassing Siakam. That's it. Oh!
No, he got there.
It's close to an 8-second. Barely got it across the timeline. 10 to go in the half. Nembhard gets a series of screens. Holmgren defends. Nembhard from the parking lot buries it. Pacers up 1. 3.5 to go. SGA half-court 3. Not even close. And the Pacers will hold a 1-point lead going into the break thanks to a unbelievable Nembhard step-back 30-footer.
What a game we have on our hands right now. The Indiana Pacers taking a lead as Nembhard makes a step-back 3 from the left hash. That's the 10th time they've shown it.
It's unbelievable.
The big story of the game, obviously, is Tyrese Haliburton, assumed to have torn his Achilles in the first quarter. But the Pacers do lead the Thunder by 1. And they are 24 minutes away from an NBA championship.
Wow. What? Apparently, it was confirmed that it's an Achilles for Haliburton. Yeah, Lisa Salters reported it as officially a torn Achilles. That's sad, man.
That's awful.
Sad, sad, sad. Checking on my prize picks.
He wanted to play, and you can't blame him, but I think you're right. Like, if you have a calf strain,
Just shut it down.
you just can't play.
What? I have to log back in? This is ridiculous.
Yep, my prize picks, Aaron Wiggins has yet to make a 3.
I don't think he's attempted one.
Andrew Nembhard, I did have less than 4 assists. With Haliburton out, that is not boding well as he has 2.
Nembhard less than 4?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm back in.
Nembhard less than 4 assists. He's got 2. Then I had Siakam free throws made. He's got 1. That's not right.
No.
That's what Prize Picks says, but that can't be right.
Siakam has more than 1. He's got 3. He's 3 of 5.
Okay, yeah. Okay.
I think Prize Picks is bugging because
It has to be.
It logged me out of my account for no reason.
Largest lead for either team was 5 points.
Yeah, 5 by Indiana, 4 by OKC.
Yep. 10 lead changes and 9 ties in the first half. My guy Kitus says Coop was the lottery rigged. Absolutely
Yes,
not.
Absolutely. Without a question.
Absolutely not rigged.
My Prize Picks is F. It doesn't even let me see my lineups.
That's BS. They're probably getting so many messages about the Haliburton reboot.
Yeah, probably. Oh, Siakam with 10 points in that first half. Nembhard with 9. Nembhard's been great. 4 boards, 2 assists. For the Thunder, SGA's doing it all here. 16 points on 5 of 12 shooting, so rough day from the field so far. 6 of 6 from the line. How about this, though, Coop? 7 assists for SGA in the first half.
Yeah, after having 0, right?
Well, no, he had 2 in Game 6. He had 0 in Game 4, though.
Okay. Yeah, he hasn't really been dishing the rock out here in this series that much, but 7 in the first half
How about this?
is a great sign for OKC.
Alex Caruso has 3 steals. Cason Wallace has 3 steals.
Damn. 6 steals total. Indiana has turned over the ball a decent amount in the first half. Man, prayers up for Hallie. That does suck.
Yeah.
That's just as brutal as it gets, man. Never want to see someone go down in a game like that. You never root for injury.
Never do. Never do. All right, Coop. I'm going to go to the bathroom real quick.
Cool.
If you can hold it down. Remember, 400 likes. I'll do a shot when I get back.
22 away.
Let's go half off while I'm gone, Coop. So $10 shots, $5 beer cheers while I'm gone.
Let's do it. While Rolly is gone, half off halftime is in effect. We're probably back here in about 10-12 minutes for the final half of NBA basketball in the 24-25 season. Man, I just feel awful for Tyrese. 3 of 4 from the field in this game, too. He's feeling it in the first quarter. What up, Joe? Eutikio? Acom? Oh, what's going on, man? I feel bad for him. I really do. Pickens the crash out. They need Turner, Siakam, and Nembhard to chuck threes. No, they don't need to chuck threes. They got to keep moving the ball the way they are moving it. Indiana got to the finals by having exceptional ball movement, and they need to continue that in the second half, even without Tyrese. Lance, what's good, brother? Got a hell of a game on our hands. 48-47, Pacers lead. Yeah, Lisa Salters did confirm that it is an Achilles injury for Tyrese Haliburton. Just an absolute shame, man. Awful, awful, awful. What up, Cyclonic? David Decker says OKC. I don't know if OKC is going to win it. We're 9 likes away from 400, by the way, which means a shot. 9 likes away from 400. And also, we're doing half off halftime. $5 beer cheers, $10 shots. If you guys want to party here on a Sunday night. What up, JP? Sonic, no, it reminds me of the KD injury in 2019 against the Raptors. That's what it reminds me of. Kevin Durant came back from a calf strain when he probably shouldn't have. Tore his Achilles 5 minutes into the game. Yeah, McConnell's going to play his minutes. You'll see a little more Benedict Mathurin. Maybe a little more Obi Toppin. What up, cousin? Haliburton tearing his Achilles. And what sucks is not only is he out for this game, probably out all of next season as well. JT Aaron, do I like Lou Dort? No. I really don't like Lou Dort, if I'm being honest with you. I think he's one of, if not the dirtiest player in the NBA. And he doesn't play the game cleanly. That was an illegal screen in the second quarter. It also was a flop. It was both. For those of you that don't know, I run our Dallas Mavericks channel. Go subscribe. It's youtube.com/MavsTV. We'll be covering the draft not only here, but also on our Mavericks channel. as we get to welcome Cooper Flag to Dallas. The Mavs and Thunder were a great rivalry before the Luka Doncic trade, and I got to see a lot of Lou Dort. I could not stand Lou Dort. Could not stand Lou Dort. DM, my favorite player is Luka. Luka is my favorite player. We did get the 400 likes. Appreciate all of you guys' support. I'll take a shot right now. We'll see when Rolly comes back. We'll get him to take one. Let's go, baby. Cheers to y'all. Woo! Let's go. Let's go. Pickens, what was my thought on the KD trade? I thought it was a good trade for Houston. I think it made the Rockets better. You can go check out my video on the channel if you'd like.
Any super chats?
No super chats, but we did get to 400 likes.
All right. Take that at least. So Prize Picks finally allowed me to see my entry. Feel pretty good about it, Coop. Obviously the SGA square free.
Yep.
More than 4 follows for Nesmith. He's got 2. I feel like he'll get probably at least 2 going forward. More than or less than Nembhard 4 assists. That one could be dicey. I got to be honest. I kind of forgot what I put with him.
With Nembhard?
Yeah.
I think you put the same one I did.
I did, yeah, less than 4 assists.
Yeah.
I found myself rooting for assists early in the game though, and then you said you had the less, and I was like, oh, that's right, I took the less, not the more. I have more than Lou Dort 5 3-pointers attempted. He's already taken 4, and then I have more than Siakam 5 free throws made.
Yeah, you're in good shape.
And he's had 3, so I need 3 made free throws by Siakam, 2 Dort attempts, and Nembhard to stay where he is with assist, and at least 2 fouls from Nesmith. I feel pretty solid about that. Shot. Thank you for the 400 likes.
Matthew says, Coop, do you think the Rockets became a contender with KD, Şengün, and Thompson? I think they're one of the 3 best teams in the West.
I mean, they finished as
they were the number 2 seed, but they really weren't one of the best teams.
No, they finished as the 2 seed. I will say this. I thought they were the
I picked them to lose against the Warriors.
I picked them to lose against the Warriors too. I picked the Warriors in 6. The Warriors won in 7.
Yep.
I don't think the Warriors were a better team. Now, you might ask, well, what do you mean by that? It was just that they are so young, they had no chance to win.
They had no chance to win that series.
No chance to win that series. But I do think they were the better team. And the fact they were able to get a borderline terrorist off their team in Jalen Green.
Be careful, but yes. And Dylan Brooks.
Well, I think Dylan Brooks is good. He's very volatile, yes.
He's not good for that team.
But anyway. And then you get Kevin Durant, and all you give up is Jalen Green and Dylan Brooks. Like, that's a pretty damn good trade. I think the Suns are the biggest losers of all time.
Oh, my God. They got Jalen Green, who stinks, and now they're paying 90% of their cap to Jalen Green, Devin Booker, and Bradley Beal.
They're still in the second apron.
It sounds like they're going to either buy out Beal or try to find a trade for him.
They actually have a higher tax bill right now than what they had if they didn't trade Kevin Durant. So they not only did not only prioritize saving money, but they didn't even get young players in return.
Yeah, and it sounds like, well, they got Jalen Green in return, but it sounds
That's not a young. He sucks.
And it also sounds like they're going to keep him, pair him with Book.
Yeah, I'm sure. I mean, we'll see. Bradley. Suns reporters say Bradley Beal will not be on the roster next season. No one's going to accept
Beal's got a
him
full no-trade clause, man.
And teams aren't lining up to trade for him. So if he is not on the team, then they're buying him out for a historical buyout.
Is he what? Yeah, like what team's he going to? He's not a point guard, first of all. We know that.
I actually will say this. I believe, and this is not me just saying this, I legitimately think if he's bought out and is a free agent,
he's a Heatle.
I think Miami will spin the tires. They've been interested in Beal for a long time. They just don't want to deal with the contract.
He can't play point.
Well, Hero would become your combo, or your one at that point.
Do you want that?
No, but he played point guard all last season, and you could just say bank on like, hey, played it last year, so let's make the full transition, and then
I guess.
It's not pretty, but he
No.
did average like 5.3 assists this past year. Turned the ball over a lot, but
Yeah, either way, the Suns might be the most shambolic organization.
oh, they're in a bad way. How about the new GM, Randy Gregory, who the heck his name is? Brian Gregory, I think it might be.
Something like that.
Randy Gregory, the football player. Just an awful deal.
No, yeah, terrible.
Like, I get it if there was not any other offers out there in terms of, like, young talent. And, like, based off what it sounds like Miami's final offer was the 20th pick, Wiggins, Rozier, Hawkes, and Haywood Highsmith.
I mean, Pat Riley needs to be taken out back.
That's not much better. I'd be honest. The Heat could have easily beat that offer if they just offered Wiggins, Duncan, Jovic, and a first. Like, that probably gets the trade done, which is why I'm stunned they didn't do it. Them not being able to include Jovic, and this is my little soapbox as a Heat fan, and I cover the Heat here. Them not be willing to trade Jovic for fucking Kevin Durant when Jovic is extension eligible.
Oh, my God.
Like, Jovic got one more year on his deal, but he's extension eligible. What are we doing here? Are we going to extend
That's
him?
unbelievable.
The Heat don't even use him right. The Pat Riley.
I mean, it's not like the Suns would use him right either, but still, Pat Riley should have included him in a
better
trade.
chance.
Yeah.
I mean, the Heat don't use him like he's supposed to. He's a point forward, but the Heat don't use him as the initiator or ball handler.
Pat Riley has to go.
Pat Riley. There's a lot of word. I saw a lot of words of impeachment over the past 48 hours. It should be about Pat Riley.
No one's getting impeached. That's good stuff.
Thank you.
How about Rolly politics? Up with the times?
It's hard not to.
Yeah, very true.
It's hard not to
Very
after
true.
yesterday.
All right, with the second half upcoming, Pacers up 1. What are your spidey senses, the eye test? What does it tell
For the
you?
rest of the game,
Yeah.
I think the Pacers win.
You do. Win one for the Gipper.
This is like going to be like crazy reason for analysis, but this is why you come here. There's been a lot of jokes on social media
There has.
about the Pacers sacrificing people associated to Indiana to win basketball games.
Yep.
Someone said when the initial injury came out of the calf strain is that Haliburton's the final sacrifice for a title.
And you buy it.
Won game 6 in a blowout, tears his Achilles. Maybe he was sacrificed.
And he did give him 9 points.
Nembhard just freaking took a step back 30-footer over Chet Holmgren and said, thank you, I'm Steph Curry now.
We have 24 minutes of basketball for the rest of their lives.
I mean, we'll see, man.
Khalil Ali says, impeach Nico. I agree.
Told you, a lot of words of impeachment coming
A
out.
lot of words of impeachment.
Leading scorers for the Pacers tonight, Siakam, Nembhard, and Mathurin, 10, 9, 8, respectively. For OKC, it's 16 from SGA, 8 from Caruso, and then everyone else has got like 5 points.
Yep. It's been those two, and then they've had a bunch of role players.
Nice. Mets lost 7. They're losing 7-0. Nice. Glad I didn't sit home and watch that on shitty national TV. All right, 48-47, starting this second half. Pacers up 1. Thunder basketball. 24 minutes to decide a champion, Coop.
Here we go.
How about that? Jalen Williams brings it up. He's guarded by Nesmith. Caruso starting the second half in place of Hartenstein like he did in Game 6. Jalen Williams over to SGA. 8 on the shot clock. Terrible possession out of the half for the Thunder. SGA has going to force something up. It's going to be a top of the key 3. No good. Ball goes off Nesmith out of bounds, though. Will stay with OKC. I mean, just the Thunder offense is so stagnant. It's just 85% of the time, it's just iso ball. So if it's not in transition, it's just iso ball.
They are going to need what SGA did in Game 3 in the last 5 minutes where he just...
And their defense needs to clamp up, which
out.
could happen. I mean, Dagenholtz, I would assume, with the best defense in the NBA, going to have a pretty good plan for a non-Haliburton-led Pacers team. Missed shot by SGA, no good on the 3. Offensive rebound, Holmgren, and he puts it back up and in. Holmgren was really, really quiet in that first half. Let's see if he wakes up here to start the second half. Nesmith off a curl, gets it back to Nembhard.
They went with Mathurin, by the way, in the starting lineup.
Nembhard just loses the ball out of bounds, turnover. Yeah, good point, Coop. Mathurin starts the second half over Haliburton with his injury. I actually like that. Keep McConnell and his off the bench, like change of pace role.
100% agree.
The Thunder are 4 of 20 from 3. SGA, drive, kick, Jalen Williams, 3-pointer. No, Luguentz Dort, offensive rebound. Kicks it out to SGA, and another opportunity for OKC. Whoa. Not a carry? I don't know, but Dort's going to have to fire up a 3 from the logo. Oh, he makes it! All right, I might have to change my Devil Magic Pacers prediction because that is as anti-Devil Magic as you could find. Mathurin goes downhill, blocked by Holmgren. Gets his own rebound, out to Siakam for 3. The answer for Pascal.
We've got a ball game, folks.
These Pacers, man, they just refuse to go away. 13 in the game for Siakam. 1-point Thunder lead. Jalen Williams swings it to Caruso. Caruso fouled on the floor by Aaron Nesmith. Third on the wing from Vanderbilt.
Will Tyrese come out and watch the game from the bench?
It's a good question. What happens when you tear? I mean, I don't know the answer.
The immediate is I think they put it in a boot/wrap it and you're on crutches.
I mean, once you get put on a boot or crutches, then I would assume, yeah.
Yeah.
I would at least. Dort driving inside. I thought he traveled. Drops it off to Jalen Williams. 3 on the shot clock. Cutting Caruso. No good. Own rebound. Tips it back up and in. Chaotic sequence there, but it results in a Thunder bucket. Ten points off the bench in 17 minutes for Alex Caruso. Nembhard walks into a 3. Rattles in and out. Rebound Jalen Williams. SGA now on the left side. Drive is on Nembhard. Loses the handle. Resets it to Dort, who launches a 3. Felt good. Can't get it to go. Bodies hit the deck. Good rebound by Mathurin. Nembhard in transition. Who turns it over? Williams read it with the steal in transition. Euro step to the rim. Good. How did he finish that one?
Acrobatic finish right there.
Timeout, Rick Carlisle. 5-point Thunder lead. Largest of the game for the Thunder. Largest for the game for each team. 5 for Indiana, 5 for OKC. I am not making a statement here, Coop, but you do have to wonder if now that the Thunder have more of a game plan for a Haliburton-less Pacers team, if that could make life extremely, extremely difficult for this Indiana offense. Because you're adjusting on the fly in the first half, but then you got 15 minutes to kind of take a deep breath, talk to your coaching staff, look at some analytics, and decide on how you want to defend them coming out of the break.
Yeah, and OKC does have one of the best coaching staffs in the league, led by Mark Daigneault, who's one of the best head coaches in this league, and they're big into the analytics, they're big into game planning and that kind of stuff. So they probably did watch some film, crunch some numbers at halftime, and come up with a plan. So far, so good for them as they're out to a 5-point lead.
Yeah, so they've outscored Indiana in this quarter so far 9-3. So slow start offensively for Indiana here, Coop. Continue to hit that sub button. Almost 1,500 people watching. Let's get to 411K subs.
I'm taking a shot when we get there.
We're all taking a shot when this get there. 23 away. Oh, Lindor hit a homer. That sucks.
That's bad.
Mets had a 28-game win streak when Lindor hit a home run. Second largest in MLB history.
And it's over.
You want to know what the largest is? 29 games. So they were 1 game away from tying the record of a player hitting a home run and winning.
But they lost.
But they're down 7-1.
Oh. They're in shambles.
Yeah. Finally got off the schneid yesterday, but lost again today, so that's now 1-7 in their last 8. Terrible.
Pacers
1-8 in their last 9, actually.
Pacers just need to get a good shot out of this timeout, have a good possession. I'm sure Rick's going to draw something up to either get Pascal Siakam going downhill or get an open 3 for Nesmith or Nembhard. They just got to knock it down to keep themselves in the game here.
Person says, weren't you the same dude cheering for the Pacers in Game 7 NBA edits? Was I in an edit? Or are you talking to NBA respected edits?
I think he's talking to...
I actually think so.
Yeah. That'd be cool if you were, though.
I was like, I don't know. I don't think I ever said anything. I've been trying to not showcase who I'm rooting for in this series. Coop knows who I'm rooting for.
I know who you're rooting for.
I feel like I've done a relatively good job.
I think I've made it public who I'm rooting for.
Yeah, you were very much on the Pacers.
Yeah.
I have kept it as much as possible, at least down the middle in terms of my announcing. I think I've done that with my announcing. Maybe when it comes to foul calls, I've been a little bit showing my hand on who I want to win. But
Rebel Montana says Marsh wants OKC. Oh, we know.
I don't actually think he wants anyone to win.
I think he wants OKC.
Definitely would rather have them win over the Pacers. But the truth is, I put in a future on a team in this series to win the finals last July.
Did you really?
I've said this. I got it plus 750.
Oh, yeah, you haven't said that before.
So I kind of want to be right about that financially and just being right. That'd be sick. Missed 3 by Mathurin out of the timeout. Rebound Nesmith. Put back no. A foul is called on SGA on the rebound? I actually think he fouled him on the shot attempt, not the rebound. This is kind of interesting.
So Williams puts it up.
Oh, they're saying it was a travel. No, the ball's out of his hands, right?
Yeah. Oh,
I don't know. Nembhard gets it into Mathurin. Mathurin pick and roll with Turner. Back to Nembhard. Nembhard's going to have to be a driving force here in the second half. He's guarded by Dort. He drives inside. Holmgren fouls him, and Nembhard's getting to the line. Nembhard's done a good job, although he's an undersized guard, getting his head down and getting to the paint, absorbing contact. He doesn't look it, but he is very, very strong.
Yeah, he's strong going downhill. He uses his body to his advantage. Was able to get Chet up in the air and is going to the line here for 2. They have to start making their free throws, though.
Nembhard's had no issues with that tonight. He makes it.
Here comes TJ McConnell entering the game. 8:54 remaining in the third. We got 1,500 people in the building.
17 subscribers away from 411K. We'll also take a shot when we get there, so hit that sub button. Christopher says, as a Celtics fan, I'm going for the Pacers. You know, I'm shocked by the amount of Celtics fans that I know that are rooting for Indiana.
Me too.
But it is what it is, I guess. Jalen Williams gets downhill. A lot of contact, no call there. Rebound Indiana. Here they come in transition. Nembhard picked up by Caruso. 3-point game after Nembhard made both free throws. Nembhard over to Turner. Right wing 3 for the big man. Good!
What a shot by Miles Turner.
And just like that, we're tied up at 56. A 5-0 spurt for Indiana. SGA brings it up. Miles Turner with 6 points in this one. SGA is going to line up a 3. The answer for the MVP. Thunder have not shot the ball well from deep today. SGA is 1 of 6 himself. 19 on the game, though, today. McConnell, guarded by Dort, putting the best defender on the Thunder on McConnell. He's harassing him. It's a turnover. A 3-on-1. Dort to the rim. Oh, what a bad play, Lou Dort. What a better play by Miles Turner. A 3-on-1. The Thunder were running a trio-style offense. They had no spacing, which allowed Miles Turner to deflect that ball out of bounds and stop what should have been an easy bucket for the Thunder.
I mean, Turner guarded 3 guys himself.
Well, I mean, you got to blame OKC for not widening out their transition opportunity here. Bad offense there in transition. They inbound it to SGA. SGA doubled, kicks out to Holmgren for 3. Good! Largest lead of the game for either team. OKC up by 6, following back-to-back triples. SGA is going to have a 10-assist game here if he keeps this up. McConnell gets by Wallace, drops it off, but a good read by Dort forces the turnover. Thunder defense honing in. SGA gets a screen from Holmgren. Probing on the right side. Step backs in the mid-range. Spin. Pretty move. Kicks it out to Williams. What a feed. It's good! Rattled around the rim. Backboard and in. 9-point Thunder lead. 9-0 run. 3 straight triples. All made possible by your MVP. He made the step-up 3. He assisted Holmgren. And then what a pretty move and dish to Jalen Williams on the perimeter. The trio of OKC getting it done here early in quarter number 3.
I'm ready.
Oh, here we go.
I'm ready.
Here we go.
It's over.
Stop with it. Coop, you did that 10-2.
It's over. OKC might win this game by 20.
Ridiculous.
I don't know, man. It just feels like that was the game. I hope I'm wrong.
Oh, wow.
6 subs away from 411K. Who's going to help us out?
Yeah, we got to get there right here. 5 away. Who's going to be the 5?
Number 4. We're 4 away. We got 1,600 people watching. I'm pretty sure all of you aren't subbed.
I do not think this is over.
4 away.
Can we get there? 1 away.
1 away. Let's go!
Appreciate all the subscribers, man. Appreciate all the real ones. 411K strong, man. I promise you, if you're an NBA fan, which I assume most of you are, you will not regret it as we finish up our NBA Finals coverage today. Looks like we might have to get another bottle here, Coop.
We can do that.
And when we have our NBA draft coverage this week, I'll probably release, I don't know what day yet. I'll have to talk with Tom and look it over. My final NBA mock draft will come out over the next 72 hours, whether it's Monday, Tuesday, or Wednesday morning. I'm unsure if I should do a final big board as well.
I think mocks should go out either Tuesday or Wednesday morning.
Yeah, probably not Monday. I'll look back at what we did last year and figure out. But appreciate all the subscribers.
Let's go, baby. 411,000 subs. Couldn't do it without you guys.
Appreciate it, appreciate it, appreciate it. Remember, every 200 likes we get is a shot as well. We're at 462, so we're 138 away. Quick math, quick math.
You're a big math guy.
Sometimes. Not very good at it most of the times. We'll see if Indiana has the ability to get off the mat. Like, I don't think this is a haymaker to where the game's over, Coop, but that is as big as a haymaker as OKC can throw at you. They're not a good three-point shooting team, and they just went 3 straight possessions of 3, turnover, forced 3, turnover, forced 3.
Got to have a response here.
4 turnovers for the Pacers in the quarter. This is where you might seem to miss Haliburton. McConnell to the rim. I mean, if there's a player that's going to make it happen for the Pacers, it's going to be TJ McConnell.
It was always TJ McConnell.
Even before Haliburton's injury, he's been the second best player for them in this series.
He's been fantastic all series. No question.
7-point OKC lead. SGA facing up on Nembhard, left side, gets by him to the rim and sneaks home a layup. He's got 21, largest scorer in this game. No turnovers for him after an 8-turnover game. McConnell turns the corner, gets downhill, spins on Holmgren, goes baseline again, Good by Holmgren to wall him off. Kicked out the top end.
Uh-oh.
Stripped and stolen by SGA. Dort in transition. Will stop at the right wing. And resets out the case in Wallace.
Oh!
No call. Thought there might have been. I don't know what it would have been, though, to be fair. He didn't dribble yet, so it just looked odd. Jalen Williams in the left wing, sizing up Nesmith. Gets by him to the left hand. Missed it. Rebound Miles Turner. Because he didn't dribble yet, so it's like he just dribbled it really high at the start, I guess. Odd-looking play. McConnell to the rack. Oh, my. This guy.
Him?
Timeout, okay. No timeout. I thought I saw Carlisle walk on.
I won't lie. If McConnell goes off and they win, he should win MVP.
Yeah. 67-60. McConnell's got 8 points and 16 minutes off the bench.
Should have waited.
SGA, step back 3 off the top of the key. Doesn't get that one to go, so he's 1 of 7 from beyond the arc now. 5 minutes to go in this third quarter. Nembhard. It's been quiet here in quarter number 3. McConnell, 4 points off the bench, looking for more. Drives, hangs. Finishes. No answer. TJ freaking McConnell.
I should have wagered it.
5-point OKC lead. Pick and roll. Holmgren with the slam. SGA now with 10 assists to no turnovers.
What a game SGA's having as well.
I said it last game after the end. SGA is at his best when he is playmaking. Yeah, leading scorer in the NBA as McConnell just gets inside and makes another layup. Case and Wallace simply can't defend TJ McConnell.
He's got the last 8 points.
SGA's at his best, giving you 27 and 8 rather than 35 and 3. SGA driving, fouled. Are they going to say it's on the floor or on the shot? I mean, no answer for TJ McConnell. It's unbelievable. It is hard to fathom, folks. I mean, because it's just like the way it looks. Like,
yeah, exactly.
It's incredible. It really is. Are they saying it was in the act of shooting for SGA here? I guess they are. 2 free throws for the MVP. 4:30 to go. McConnell has scored the last 8 points for the Pacers. He's got 12 in the game.
DM says if OKC wins, Coop has to get a Dort jersey and wear it. If you send it to me,
yeah, you're gonna have to pay for it.
I will not pay for it.
Coop ain't buying a Dort jersey.
No chance.
Is that one of the last jerseys you would get in the NBA?
Yeah. If there's 450 players in the league, it's probably like 447, 448.
Okay. SGA misses the second free throw. First miss at the line for him today. Indiana gets ball back as it goes out of bounds. 22 points, 10 assists, no turnovers for the MVP tonight. He's had a couple steals as well, I think, a block. He's been really good. It's what you need your MVP to do in a Game 7 finals game, man. Nembhard dancing with Wallace, misses that shot. Case and Wallace defends Nembhard, yes. Defending McConnell, no. Dort in transition, no. What is Caruso doing? He just tried to put down the putback slam of all putback slams, no good. 6-point lead for OKC. 4 minutes to go in the third. Toppin over to McConnell. McConnell drives baseline. Pull up 8-footer. Good. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. You're watching me have a loss for words. SGA now gets McConnell defending him. Double teamed. Swings it around the perimeter. It's Dort in the corner. He's launching another 3. That one rattles in and out. Dort's put up like 8 or 9 tonight. He is letting that thing fly. 4-point game as the Thunder have relinquished their 9-point lead they had a moment ago. McConnell dancing with Hartenstein, spinning, drop off to Bradley. Bradley, chaos, turns it over. Yeah, you don't want to hand it to Bradley in a crowded space.
I'll be honest, he shouldn't be on the court.
Wow, I mean, you got to steal some minutes. What is Caruso doing here? By the way, you could argue that should have been a foul, but I like the no call.
You just can't put him on the court, man.
Tony Bradley in the year 2025, then.
Kaitis says Coop should get a Luka Doncic Lakers jersey.
I think he has one.
I do have one.
Yeah, you have one. Caruso brings the ball up for OKC, leading by 4. Over to Jalen Williams. SGA takes a rest. I'd actually guess that might be his final rest of the night.
Yeah, I would imagine.
Jalen Williams in the pick and roll. Drops it off to Hartenstein. Hartenstein swings to the corner. Wallace 3. Good! Big three there for Cason Wallace, the second-year man from Kentucky, buries his second three of the evening. Thunder are 5 of 12 from beyond the arc in this quarter alone. McConnell trapped, turns it over. Hartenstein to Wallace. Wallace to the rim, lays it up and in. 5 straight for Cason Wallace. The turnovers is continuing to mount for Indiana. Lead back to 9 for OKC. 16 turnovers on Indiana in the game. Toppin spinning.
What's he doing?
Fouled. Jalen Williams wants this whistled. What did we say earlier, Coop? The Pacers at one point in the game had, I think, 8 turnovers, and the Thunder had 5 points off those turnovers.
Yep.
The Thunder now have 25 points off the 16 Pacers turnovers. So they are doing what they needed to do after forcing the TOs. 2:28 to go in quarter number 3.
This won't be challenged.
We will see some substitutions get made here.
Ben Shepherd in for the Pacers. Thomas Bryant in for the Pacers.
5-8-5 TB. I need 3 more Siakam free throws, 1 or 2 more fouls, and Nembhard to stay less than 2 assists. TB into the game, launches a 3 right away. No good. Rebound Mathurin stripped from behind. It will stay with Indiana out of bounds. You know, one thing I have learned about watching Thomas Bryant play a lot of basketball is that he is not scared to let that thing fly when he checks into the game, man. It will drive you nuts sometimes, but he is not afraid. McConnell inbound, having a hard time. It's got to be 5 seconds. It will be 5 seconds.
What's he doing?
That is after McConnell has played flawlessly in this game, 2 straight possessions where he's turned the ball over, Coop.
You got to get that in bounds, man.
And now the Thunder have a chance to take their largest lead of the game at double digits with a bucket on this possession. Jalen Williams, guarded by Mathurin, just loses the handle. Luckily, Hartenstein's out there. He has no handle. Williams driving left into Bryant. Lefty layup. Good! Leads to 11. Largest of the evening.
Remember what I told you earlier in this quarter.
Okay. 77-66. Timeout, Indiana. 1:56 to go in the third. It's officially danger time for the Pacers.
Now it is.
It's danger time. I'm not saying it's over.
Okay.
Just in the danger zone.
$1,700 people in the building right now. We're 9 likes away from 500 likes. Let's get there during the timeout.
Yeah, so we got to get the 500 likes. We're 9 away. We got 1,700 people in the building. We've had 91,000 people tune in throughout the game. This is without a doubt our best stream of the finals, which should come to as no surprise, considering this is a winner-take-all Game 7. But we appreciate everybody hanging out. I actually ask you this, Coop. If you put yourself in the shoes of a Pacers fan.
Okay.
Haliburton gets hurt in the first quarter.
Yep.
Are you like, holy shit, that is so bad, that sucks, I'm so sad, our star player, our franchise guy, tore his Achilles? Or are you like, holy shit, this game became even more important because it's winning a game for a championship, and with that injury, we have no clue if we'll ever be in the spot again, and likely not going to be in it for maybe 2 or 3 years at least?
I think it's both.
Like, it's just such an opportunity for Indiana, but like,
yeah, I think it's both.
Tough. TJ McConnell, tough out of the timeout. 16-foot pull-up jumper, sticks it over Hartenstein. Guy's incredible.
If it's going to be anybody, it's going to be him.
I'll argue this. He should be voted for Finals MVP if they lose. Well, Jalen Williams, step back 15-footer, gets the friendly bounce off the front rim. McConnell the other way. Gets by Williams. Knocked to the floor. Foul. I believe Indiana is in the bonus, so I think he's getting free throws. I think. We'll see. Tough jumper here for Jalen Williams, who got off to a rough start this game.
Yeah, a little step back right at the free throw line. Over Miles Turner, got the friendly roll.
This jumper from McConnell. Look how much he jumps on his shot.
He gets a lot of air under him.
He's like jumping forward, too.
This is a side out. Or, well, the officials are discussing.
Looks like it'll be side out for Indiana. They'll be in the bonus for the final minute 15 then in the quarter. Gotta be honest, I don't even think it was a foul. I think McConnell just slipped there.
Uh-oh.
Oh, Rick Carlisle's incensed. Why, I don't know.
You can't get teed up in Game 7, Rick.
No. Fourth foul on Jalen Williams. McConnell drive, kick, Shepard.
Jesus.
Oh, my Lord.
He can't be in the game either.
I'll be honest, I would rather airball than miss the way he just missed.
I agree. Jeez.
That's how bad he just missed. 11-point lead. Jalen Williams discards Siakam, pull up midi. No good there. Rebound Mathurin. If the Pacers want to have a shot, Mathurin or Nembhard has to go nuclear in the fourth. Also, Siakam needs to probably get more involved here. McConnell, sneak layup. No, it just rattled off the front rim. Rebound Hartenstein, under a minute to play. Caruso brings it up. Thunder have a chance to go 2 for 1 here if they hurry. Thunder will use the timeout, burn it or lose it. You can't go into the final quarter with more than 5, right?
Correct.
Yeah, they already had 5, so burn it or lose it. Timeout for OKC, and we'll head to a break here as the Thunder have their largest lead of the game at 11. Chance to extend it going into the fourth, where Indiana will get the ball to start that quarter. All right, we're going to have a band hammer here.
You're dropping it?
Yeah, we'll give a 5-minute timeout on Grapple Big Man.
We'll see you, Grapple.
5 minutes.
5 minutes.
5 minutes.
If it were me, I would have banned him for life.
Really?
I'm a lifetime guy.
I mean, he should be given the opportunity for a second chance, Jeffrey Cooperstein.
Fair
You
enough.
don't believe in second chances?
I do.
He is a subscriber. Give him a shot.
Fair enough. You're nothing if not fair.
Listen, you might not like what I have to say. You might not like me as a person. I'm a fair person.
You are.
You'll get an equal opportunity in my eyes. And that's all I'll say. It's what you do with it. With what you will. Michael Irvin says, Willie Finns, I miss you. Seems unnecessary to throw a jab at me. I'm just kidding. Shout out Will Scott. Shout out Willie Finns. I don't know where that's coming from.
I think he thinks you're Willie Finns.
I also think he thinks I'm Willie Finns. I'm Nick Rohloff.
You are Nicky Finns.
I would prefer Rolly Finns if you were to do one, but how about this, Coop? 18 points off turnovers for the Thunder in the third quarter. Turnovers have just done Indiana in, man.
0 for the Pacers.
Yeah, because the Thunder haven't turned the ball over. SGA gets downhill, pull-up elbow jumper. Can't get it to go, but Hartenstein's there for the tip-in. 13-point OKC lead. Executed perfectly, 2 for 1 as well. 5-second differential, shot clock, game clock. Nembhard, guarded by SGA. The crowd on its feet, sensing a moment here. Nembhard driving left, loses the handle, regains control, swings it to Siakam. 4 on the shot clock. Caruso in his grill. Siakam, pull up 18-footer. Blocked. Rebound Wiggins. 3. Up to SGA. 2. 1. Good if it goes from half court. No, off backboard. And we will go to fourth quarter time. OKC trailing by 1 at the break. Outscores Indiana 34-20 to take us into the final period. This is the final quarter of NBA basketball for 4.5 months. Put up your fours, folks.
Get them up. Get them up.
Final quarter of basketball for 4 months.
4 months.
We're in mid-June. We won't reconvene for NBA basketball until mid-October.
4 months.
Put up the fours. Coop's giving shout-outs.
Shout out to Eric Dexter, Xander, Akari, Tycoon, Tyman, of course. Let's go, baby. Boy Wonder. I see Person, Rebel, Kitus, Saints, Elmer, simplistic. Michael, let's go, man. Final quarter of NBA basketball. And as I said at the beginning of the third quarter, it's over. I was seeing and understanding the game. Austin Carroll says, we believe. It's not over, but it's over. David Decker, Shemaya, all the real ones joining us here tonight, man. Appreciate you guys joining us all series, for real.
It's been really fun, man.
Rolly and I have had a blast doing this.
It's been really, really fun.
And our NBA coverage only ramps up from here. Got the draft on Wednesday and Thursday. Got NBA free agency next Monday. It's going to be a blast. Hope you guys are along for the ride. Mike, I see you. Don't worry. CL, Noah, one of my friends who lives overseas just texted me and goes, Haliburton tore his Achilles.
I have a friend that also texted me something along those lines. Michael Irvin says, Rolly, come back to Dolphins Today. Michael, I am the host of Dolphins Today still, my friend. Rebel says, deal for a boot. I got to be honest. It would have to be a really high number, Cope.
I'm with you.
I just don't have a boot in me today, to be honest. I don't have one.
I drank a lot yesterday.
Yeah, I drink a lot too. I was up till 4 a.m. playing poker.
Yeah.
I'll set the number. I guess if you're asking for one, Rebel, I know it's just an astronomical number here, but I'll be honest here. I'm not doing it unless it's a $500.
500 you're going?
That's how I feel. Did I win in poker? Yeah, it was a cash game. Ended up going up $27. We started playing at 8 p.m. and didn't stop till 4. So I got to be at 4 a.m. So I'll be honest. That being, 8 hours of play?
Correct.
To be after 8 hours and up $27 on the night, I'm not going to complain about that.
8
hours. A lot
hours
of back and forth.
8 hours and 27? So that's grind. That's a grind for $27.
I grinded. I had to buy in I bought in one time. I tied for the lowest in buy-ins.
Hold'em, I assume?
Oh, of course. Fourth quarter's back into play here. Obi Toppin three-pointer, no. I don't know if that's the shot you want there. Rebound will go out of bounds. It's going to go to OKC.
McConnell on the bench here to start the quarter. I don't think that's the right move from Rick.
Well, he just gave it his all.
You can't give it any more than this in the fourth quarter of Game 7.
That's true, but if you want McConnell to be effective, you saw there at the end of the quarter, he turned the ball over a couple times, Coop.
Yes, it's true, he did. He did.
He's like an Energizer buddy. He just needs to be fully charged. Aaron Wiggins driving, spinning on Mathurin, kicks to Caruso, resets out to SGA. Working on Nesmith. Step back three at the top of the key. Buries it. 16-point Thunder lead. We are officially in danger zone. Second three of the game for Gilgeous-Alexander. Nesmith up and under. Swings at the Toppin. Toppin hounded. Back to Nesmith. Loses it out of bounds, but they're going to say it's off Holmgren.
Toppin's been awful tonight. He's been good this series.
Toppin's been extraordinarily good. And I think the Thunder are going to challenge this.
Yep.
Let's watch the replay here. Yeah, it's going to be off Nesmith. SGA stripped out of Nesmith's hands.
No one touched it.
It just held on his foot, and then out of bounds it goes. Or on his forearm, I should say. So we got a challenge that is almost certainly going to be won by the Thunder. So the Thunder are going to get it back up 16. Oh, Coop.
Brutal, man.
I need one Nesmith foul and 3 Siakam free throws. Don't love that.
Yeah, I'm cooked as well. I need 2 threes from Wiggins, so.
2 threes from Wiggins?
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah. At home, I thought he hasn't even attempted one.
Yeah, he hasn't got any run today.
What a joke.
You should have known the only people you could make plays on in this game are like the top 6 or
I
7.
know. I thought Wiggins at home would do something.
Like, honestly, I wouldn't have even done anything outside of the starting lineup for OKC and Caruso. Because you just don't know who's going to play in a Game 7. Like, the rotations get shrunk even more.
It's true.
Like, the players that I played, SGA, Siakam, Dort, Nembhard, and Nesmith, all starters. Because I know they're playing 30 minutes plus. Oh, man, it's going to be an interesting final 11 minutes here, Coop. I feel like this could just turn into a rout, unfortunately.
It definitely could.
And I'll tell you what, in the first half, I made the argument at halftime, Coop. I was like, because the Thunder did not have the time and ability to game plan for a Haliburton-less Pacers team, it might have worked in Indiana's favor. But in the second half, where the Thunder coaching staff was able to put together a second-half game plan without Haliburton, it has completely changed the dynamic.
Yeah, they had time to adjust there at halftime to come up with a game plan without Haliburton, and they were able, so far at least, to put it into perfection.
Yeah. And the thing that everyone's going to like always fails to realize in these moments is like when you have an injury like that, everybody gets shifted around, right? So now instead of Nembhard being that off-ball guard, he now has to play on-ball, and he's also defended by Luguentz Dort. Right? Siakam is now more of an offensive focus, but more of a defensive focus. Like, it just becomes more and more difficult.
No question.
Looks like the challenge, I believe, was successful as we anticipated for OKC, so it will be Thunder ball. And they're showing the Haliburton injury again. SGA brings it up. 11 minutes to go in this NBA season. Caruso on the left wing, trying to get it into SGA. Gets it, faces up on Nembhard. Gilgeous-Alexander just rises, jumper, too strong there. Nesmith with the board.
This would be the best comeback in NBA history.
Oh, absolutely. Down 16 in the fourth quarter on the road against the best team in the NBA without your star player. Be insanity. Mathurin, Game 3 hero for Indiana. Can he get going here in quarter number 4? He'll kick it to Siakam for 3. No good. That's a foul on Nesmith. Yes. I mean, he just clearly went over the back of Caruso. That's his 4th in the game. And now, Cooperstein.
What do we need now?
All we need. At least 2 free throws from Siakam. Right now I'm at the push line for Nesmith. I need 2 to get to the push line for Siakam. And Nembhard still is on the under assists. SGA backing down, spinning, kicks it over to Wiggins. He'll light up a deep 3. No good there for Wiggins.
Scumbag.
Good board by Nesmith. Still a 16-point game. A lot of time left. Indiana still has a chance. I don't want anyone to think this game's over, although some people probably do believe so, and I would understand it, but SGA whistled for a foul fighting with Siakam inside for position. Nembhard gets it to McConnell, who just checked back in. McConnell guarded by Dort. Dort hounding McConnell. McConnell drives, kicks. They're going to call foul on McConnell, or not on McConnell. Foul on. Holy shit, Coop. Sorry, I got sidetracked here. Since 8:32 in the third quarter, the only points scored by the Indiana Pacers have been by TJ McConnell.
Yeah, that's just not going to get it done.
Unbelievable. Cason Wallace back in. McConnell has 16 points, 5 rebounds, 3 assists in this one. Didn't you want to take his under?
I thought about it, and then I was like, I took it off, though.
Siakam drive, cut off, out to Nesmith for 3. Blocked by SGA. Siakam gets it back. His bank shot, no. Rebound, Chet Holmgren. The Thunder just are not allowing anything for Indiana. OKC will slow it down and run their offense. The Pacers are allowing the Thunder to shoot 15 to 31 in the second half. SGA spinning on Nesmith. Drops it off. What a feed to Wallace! How did he find him? 18-point lead. 25 points, 11 assists for the MVP. No turnovers. McConnell driving, cut off by Holmgren. McConnell doubled, drop off to Nesmith. Nesmith up and under. Rejected by Holmgren. Do not go in there. Rebound OKC. Chance to take a 20-point lead. 3 blocks on the night for Holmgren. SGA, step back 3 over Mathurin. No. Offensive rebound Wallace. Reset out to SGA. Feels like a dagger possession here.
It's it.
SGA gets downhill, kicks it out to Williams. This to put him to sleep. Good night, OKC! Up 21! Timeout, Indiana! I'll declare it right now! The Thunder are your champions!
It's over! Look, they were the best team all season.
They were. It sucks that injury heavily influenced this NBA Finals game, but the best team in the regular season, the best team in the playoffs, is ultimately going to win a championship.
And that's all you can ask for.
That's all you could ask for. I think from a champion's perspective, they've gone through everything that you'd want them to go through in terms of battle tested. I know people are going to point to injuries to Aaron Gordon in Game 7. Yeah, that influenced a lot. Ja Morant got hurt, but that wouldn't have changed that series. People are saying Steph got hurt in the West. I don't think that Warriors team would have been able to beat OKC. Obviously, Haliburton's the main storyline, but they were down 2-1 to the Nuggets in the second round. They were down 2-1 to the Pacers in the finals. They won in both of those series. Game 4 on the road to even the series. The pivotal Game 5 to take the lead. And then they were going to have to go into a Game 7 at home. And it's going to be back-to-back Game 7s at home. Winner take all. And it's ultimately going to be a blowout win. Good for the Thunder.
Yeah, good for the Thunder, man. I mean, I do believe in the meritocracy of the sport, and they were, yeah, you love that one?
What a word by Cooperstein.
They were the best team, and they deserved to win the NBA title. Haliburton injury notwithstanding. It's obviously very unfortunate he gets injured, but the best team at the end of the day, wire to wire, is going to win the NBA title. So congrats to the Thunder, man.
Yeah. We'll see. Maybe a miracle comeback. I mean, 21 points in 8 minutes on the road without your best player would be nothing short of unthinkable. But
I'm happy for Colin Brown.
Happy for Colin Brown.
Yep.
Are you going to happy for me? Just kidding.
No.
I did pick them to win the championship before the year, though.
Yeah, it wasn't a very uncommon pick.
I think most people pick the Celtics.
Maybe.
I actually know for a fact.
I can't remember who I picked.
They were plus 450 before the year. That's ridiculously low odds.
Congratulations to your bank account.
Thank you. Plus 750.
Yep.
I'll take that future.
What'd you net there?
Put 20 to win whatever that math is. I think it's like 170. I think that's what it is. Yeah, 720 times 7.5, 150. So
Like that. Good for you.
big fan.
Yep, that's good.
We're close to see what happens on this prize picks. Can Siakam give me a couple free throws here? I'm just asking for you to get to there, buddy. Just give me 2-5 free throws, Siakam. He's 3 of 5 too. That loser just made his free throws. We're much in a better spot. Coop, the Thunder on a 19-2 run since 3:53 in the third.
Brutal.
And then out of the timeout, Miles Turner whistled for an offensive foul. Illegal screen. How about book it with Trent sitting courtside after the foul, put his arm up pointing the other way, and walked 5 steps almost a half court. This guy's unbelievable.
I didn't know.
Look at him. He's the guy in the white Holmgren jersey on the right there.
Oh, yeah. Is that him really?
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
Jalen Williams has 8 minutes to go in this one. Over to SGA. SGA isolating on Nembhard. Step back, 20-foot two-pointer. Bad shot there. No good. Rebound offensively, Dort. Dort trapped. They reset out to Gilgeous-Alexander. SGA trying his hand again. Driving on Nembhard. Doubled. Over to Williams. Right wing 3. No good. Offensive rebound, Holmgren. His putback, no, but a late whistle. 2 fouls in a row on Miles Turner.
Mavs would have been here.
Oh, stop it.
Truth.
Stop it. Stop it.
Truth.
Chet makes the free throw. Siakam coming back into the game. I know some people said the Pacers should just sit their starters.
No.
You don't sit your starters in the finals unless it's like 2 minutes to go down 20. Holmgren misses the second. Nembhard with the rebound. Pacers have missed their last 9 shots. Nembhard gets it to Siakam. Siakam, attack the rim, big fella. No, settle for a deep 2. Not going to come back by deep 2s. I'll say that. He made it, though. 90-70. If you're the Pacers, you got to start launching 3s, and you got to get to the free throw line. Score in bunches and score without time coming off the clock. SGA working on McConnell. Crossing over, spinning, hits the deck, turns it over. Mathurin gets it, and then is fouled by Caruso.
Looks like SGA took a little tumble there, but he looks all right.
Siakam guarded by SGA, spinning. Pump fake, up and under, fouled on the shot.
I was like, why were you so emphatic? And then I remembered.
Come on, Siakam. Give me 2 free throws. Come on, Pascal.
Oh, my God, Nembhard has 4 assists.
When did he get his 4th? Siakam makes the first. When did he get his 4th?
I don't know.
Did he pass it to Siakam at mid-range, which was an assist because it was a face-up? They really called that an assist? That's ridiculous.
Does that mean it's out?
No, that means I'm pushing there.
Yeah.
That means I'm pushing on 3 of my 5 legs if he makes this free throw, which I don't know how they would do that because that's a lot of pushes. Siakam, second free throw. He is such a loser. Miss it. Offensive rebound, Mathurin. Blocked inside. Pascal gets it back. Left wing 3. No. Jalen Williams with the rebound, and he is followed by Mathurin.
Yeah, what if you do push all of them?
I don't know.
He's fine.
Well, it doesn't matter because Pascal's now one short. He's 4-7 at the line. I actually will hate Pascal Siakam until eternity.
The rest of your life.
Correct. When did Nembhard get a fourth assist? Got 4. Damn it. I thought I was still in the 3 there. Yeah, now I'm pushing on Nembhard, Nesmith. I feel like Nesmith's going to pick up a cheap 5th foul here at some point.
Got to.
I feel like that one goes over. Obviously, I need Nembhard to stay there and push. And I need Pascal to make 2 more free throws. SGA working on Nesmith. A little foul bait here, SGA. Why not? Bump. Free throw line jumper. Spins around the rim. No good. Nembhard brings it up the court. Down by 19. Not over yet, folks. Nembhard driving. Traveled. No call. Now to Mathurin. Mathurin throws up a... Sorry, I had to take a breather. Nembhard went up and under, down 19 in the 4th quarter of the NBA Finals, just threw the ball off the backboard to himself to where then Holmgren fouled him as he tried to put down a slam.
We're in the 4th quarter of Game 7 of the NBA Finals.
Imagine if it was like a 5-point game and he did that.
Carlisle would kill him.
I mean, it worked. He's going to the line. He almost finished it, too.
Jeez.
So Mathurin's getting 2 free throws. Hey, update thing here, Coop. Pacers are in the bonus with 6 minutes to go, so they'll be shooting a lot of free throws. Mathurin makes the first.
Chet Holmgren taking the seat.
Mathurin makes the second, 90-73. 10 points, 9 boards off the bench tonight for Haliburton, or Mathurin, excuse me. Hartenstein hands it off to Jalen Williams, hounded by Nesmith. Ball on the deck. Nesmith pokes a free. Here come the Pacers. Mathurin to the rim. Can't finish, but a foul. You know what, folks? 2 free throws here makes it a 15-point game with 6 minutes to go.
They've got a little life.
It's a weird stat line, but players that have 25 points and 12 assists in Game 7 of the NBA Finals, SGA, Jerry West, Walt Frazier.
Got to get TJ McConnell in the ballgame. Miles Turner's not in the game either.
No. Mathurin makes both free throws, and hey, I'm telling you right now, 6 minutes to go, 15-point game. This is far from over. 7-0 run for the Pacers over the last 2 minutes. SGA doubled in the half court, breaks the press to Caruso. Caruso to Lu Dort. Dort goes up strong on Siakam, fouled, and Lu Dort will go to the line, but he might have hit his head pretty hard on the hardwood on the recoil here.
Oh, yeah. He's hurting.
Dort took some blow to the head here. Let's watch the replay. No, I think it was on the up on the shot. Siakam just whacked him in the head with his hand. They're going to review this for a potential flagrant. 5:50 to go in this one. 90-75 OKC lead. Lu Dort is getting free throws here.
Will Shai be the first Canadian NBA champ?
No. Andrew Wiggins.
Oh, yeah. I forgot he won. First Canadian Finals MVP. That he will be.
Is that confirmed?
Yeah.
Really?
Absolutely.
Interesting.
Steve Nash never won it.
I just figured there's some other Canadian.
Star J never won it.
There had to be some other good Canadians in the pre-2000s, no? No? How about this? SGA is putting together a really good game. See, here's the thing. Like, when you impact the game outside of just scoring, you can afford to put up a really bad shooting game. SGA is 8 of 24. He's actually been atrocious shooting the basketball. But he has 12 assists and no turnovers, so you don't really think of anything of it. Mathurin fouled by Dort. I'll tell you what, Mathurin has just gone a line, and they have a chance to make this a 14-point game.
They do, and we're going to start calling fouls every possession now as Mathurin looks like he's hurt.
Mathurin, with no regard for his body inside, took a hard fall by Dort. Ooh, right on that elbow.
Dort also need him in the sack.
Dort met him at the summit, though. Yeah, Kawhi. Is Kawhi Canadian?
Kawhi is not Canadian. He
No.
played for Team USA in the Olympics.
That's right. Rain, you got me by saying isn't Kawhi Canadian. I just assumed, some reason just said yes because he played for the Raptors. 2 free throws here for Mathurin. I feel like over the last 5 minutes of real time, we've had 10 seconds of game time.
It feels that way for sure.
Mathurin makes the first free throw.
You got 4 Canadians in this series.
Dort, Nembhard, SGA.
He's on the court.
He's on the court?
He's on the court.
Ben Shepherd's Canadian? Oh, Mathurin? 9-1 Pacers run over the last 2 minutes and 15 seconds. Jalen Williams driving on Shepherd. 3 on the shot clock. Going to have to put something up. Fades away in the mid-range. No good. Lu Dort flies in and out of nowhere to get an offensive rebound. Fresh 24 or fresh 14 for OKC. SGA, sidestep, left wing 3. No. Rebound, Mathurin. I mean, SGA has really struggled from beyond the arc today and from the field in general. Thunder are 3 of 11 from the field in this quarter. Nembhard in the pick and roll. Steps back over to Mathurin. Mathurin gets downhill. Hanging. Finishing.
Oh my, he's playing really well.
That's probably assist number 5, too.
I think it is.
So, I'm dead. Timeout OKC. This game's not over. It's a 12-point game.
12-point game?
Yep, assist number 5. I mean, the assists that count in the NBA are disgusting sometimes. Just swing the ball and let this guy go straight line drive to the rim. All created by himself, sure.
4:45 remaining. 12-point ball game.
Oh, man. I think we have a comeback alert, Cope. I don't think they win, but OKC is playing so stagnant, Coop. They're just like dribbling it for 20 seconds, taking a bad step back shot, And the Pacers are going quick, straight line drive to the rim, drawing fouls.
The Pacers are playing very aggressive right now with nothing to lose. They have to start getting stops, and they have to be one and done. They have to get every defensive rebound off a missed shot from OKC. Mathurin's got 8 points here in this fourth quarter. He has been very good as of late.
Can't believe I got sold by Nembhard. What a loser.
Full court pressure here.
Nesmith pressuring. They get it out of the press. SGA gets it across timeline. 3 minutes. The Thunder have 1 point. Well, SGA got fouled by Nembhard on a step-back mid-range shot. Nembhard can't believe the foul call. Both teams are in the bonus with 4.5 to go.
Indiana's only got 1 timeout remaining, so they could either use their timeout or use their challenge.
Yeah, he didn't give him any place to land. I'll be honest, Coop. Interesting wrinkle. Because they only have 1 timeout, I'm pretty sure if they called a timeout to challenge and won the challenge, they still wouldn't be able to make a second challenge.
Well, do you get to keep your timeout?
No.
Okay, I didn't think so.
I don't think so. Carlisle's pissed. He said he tried to signal for a timeout and challenge, but they didn't reward him with one. And SGA calmly knocks down both free throws to put the Thunder back up in front by 14. 27 points for SGA today. McConnell working downhill. Blocked by Holmgren. Chet's been good defensively today. He's got 4 blocks.
Carlisle's very close to getting teed up.
And that is where the undersized McConnell just has his limitations. 5th block of the game for Holmgren, excuse me. Jalen Williams gets it across half court, now attacks the rim. Blocked by Nesmith. Ball loose, picked up by Indiana. Mathurin in transition, goes right at SGA, misses the layup, and the foul is called. Both teams only have 1 challenge remaining. OKC used 1 earlier and won, so they do have another.
Shout out Christian coming in with the 2.
I think that was a travel first. I also don't even think it was a foul.
We're
going to get a challenge. I think they're going to win. This fourth quarter has taken years off of my life, Coop.
Yeah, it's been a long one, and you're going to lose your prize picks.
Yeah, because fucking Nembhard.
Christian with the 2. Indy should hold their heads high. They forced 7. Yeah, Carlisle's incensed that he didn't get the chance to challenge.
I really don't know a foul there, and I think a travel might have occurred before that. That's 3 steps.
Step?
But he had to gather. Watch, gather. Or they started it before the gather. If you show the replay, he picks up his dribble as he's taking a step. Ready? 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, that is
4. That's travel.
They're going to call it a travel. Good call by you. You saw that right away.
Yeah, I mean, so did Casey Wallace. He immediately turned to the ref and just signaled this, but.
Unsuccessful challenge.
Wow. I'm a little actually surprised by that. Mathurin's at the line again. He has been living here over the last 5 minutes. And it's been 2 minutes of game time. Coop, I'm not kidding. I think it's been 20 minutes of real time, and we've moved from 6 minutes left in the fourth to 4 minutes, 11 seconds.
Yeah, that adds up.
SGA's got 5 fouls, by the way.
Something to monitor.
Something to monitor. Mathurin makes both. He's been really good from the line in this fourth quarter. The lead's just 2-12.
No challenge left
for the OKC Thunder. They can't get the ball in. They're going to have to call a timeout. I mean, this game is taking 7 years. It actually drives me insane. I'm not going to lie. This is driving me critically insane. The fact that we're
2.5 hours into this game.
The fourth quarter has taken an hour, it feels like. And by the way, OKC just used their last timeout.
Wow.
I legitimately think we might see the biggest choke job of all time. Cope, I'm looking back 18 minutes ago, 7:40 to go in the fourth.
And now we're at 4:11. Jeff Bartlett with the 5. He says, and I didn't have to give up anything early. Early on, I was willing to give up my 25 Christmas and 26 B-Day and my futures for the Coupette shirt XL.
The fourth quarter started 31 minutes ago.
That's not as long as I thought.
We still have 20 minutes to go in this quarter.
Yeah, it's going to be an hour-long quarter.
It's pretty bad.
Well, each team, or the Pacers have only one timeout. Thunder have none.
Yeah, but still.
So,
listen, Jeff, I don't know how, but if there's a world where I can make a Coupette shirt happen, that's a world where I want to live in.
You can talk to the bosses.
Coupette.
They'd sell.
Coupette shirts. It's electric.
Both teams in the bonus.
Press still on. They're having a hard time getting it again. They finally get it to SGA. Both teams are shooting horrendous in this quarter. 3 of 12 for OKC, 2 of 11. Thing is, both teams are shooting a lot of free throws. 9 of 10 for Indiana, 4 of 6 for OKC. Under 4 to play. 12-point game. Far from over. Gilgeous-Alexander, step back 3. No good. He can't buy one from deep, and Indiana is very much in this game. Mathurin almost throws it away, but gets it to McConnell. The Thunder offense has just been so bad in this fourth quarter. They've given up playing what made them take a lead, is team defense, or team offense. Ball loose inside, bodies hit everywhere. It'll be a jump ball between SGA and Mathurin with 7 on the shot clock. TJ McConnell just got stripped while driving inside. And now Mathurin's slow to get up here. SGA just poked it loose from McConnell there. Seven on the shot clock. Oh, they're going to say Chet Holmgren is the one jumping this ball? I don't know how that works. Tip is 1. No surprise by OKC. 3.5 to go. Thunder limping to the finish line here. Will they be able to get it done? SGA doubled. See, this is the problem. They're just having him dribble for 20 seconds in the shot clock and then force up a bad shot.
Clock's their friend at this point, though.
Yeah, but still. SGA spinning. Floater. No. Tips it back out right to McConnell. Lou Dort, though, tracks down McConnell and pokes it loose. Big play by Dort defensively. 3 minutes to go. The 21st turnover on the Pacers. Williams inside. Out to Dort. Dort to Caruso. Caruso swings to the Jalen Williams. Right wing 3. No. Offensive rebound Holmgren, but they'll whistle Nesmith for his 5th foul. Fucking Nembhard. Thunder in the bonus, so free throws coming for Chet Holmgren. What a play by Lou Dort, the dirty man.
They should let you live flex play.
They would lose so much money. Holmgren misses the free throw. I'll tell you what, I almost want, like, I don't want.
I want it. I want it.
Oh my God, I forgot about -7.
Oh, yeah.
I don't financially want the Thunder to lose, but they've played like such losers in this fourth quarter. I almost want them to blow it. Holmgren's second free throw here. That one goes. 94-81, 13-point game. Nesmith 1 away from fouling out. Nembhard gets downhill on SGA. Pump fake. The swings at the corner for Siakam. Siakam driving, spinning. Great defense by Dort. Back to Nembhard. Left wing step back 3. Good! It's a 10-point game! Jalen Williams quickly up ahead to Holmgren, who throws it down. Miscommunication there for Indiana. Back to a 12-point game. 2:20 to go. Mathurin straight line to the rim. Caruso lets him lay it up and in. 10-point game with 2 and change to go. Folks, don't turn the TVs off just yet. They get into Jalen Williams. He's doubled. He gets it to SGA. Under 2 to play. Gilgeous-Alexander says slow it down. Any bucket will really just put a dagger into this one. Remember, Thunder have no timeouts. Indiana has 1. SGA doubled.
Oh, yeah.
And fouled Nesmith. That's his 6th.
You just can't do that, Aaron.
He's out. Who do they go to as their guy now? Are they going to go back to Turner? Are they going to go to Obi Toppin?
Yeah.
Nesmith, not the first time he's fouled out of this series. He fouled out in game 4.
He just kicked the chair.
And now he's kicking chairs. He's 1 step away from Bobby Knighting it. He did too, and he knew it. They had SGA dead to rights.
Had him.
He didn't need to leave his feet. I don't know why he did that. Aaron Nesmith was my key player for the the Pacers today, Coop. I said he needs to hit his shots from 3, and he needs to not get in foul trouble. He fouled out, 1 of 5 from the field.
Yep.
I know ball.
That's why you come to Chat Sports, man.
That's why you come here, man. SGA makes the first free throw. He's 10 of 11 on the night. He'll make the second, so it's a 12-point Thunder lead with 1:50 to go. Nembhard, guarded by Caruso. Fouled by Caruso. Yeah, that's clearly a foul. Just the blocking never gave him any space to go anywhere. So Nembhard's going to line for 2.
He reached, absolutely.
Yeah, clearly a foul. Clearly a foul. Nembhard's first free throw. Can't miss free throws.
It wasn't even close.
Nembhard missed the free throw. Can't miss free throws at a juncture like this.
No.
$141 to go. Nembhard makes the second. 11-point game. Caruso inbounds at the Jalen Williams. Nembhard's got 15 points, 5 boards, 6 assists. He's been solid, but just not what the Pacers needed. SGA's got it, doubled by Mathurin and Siakam. Back over to Jalen Williams. Jalen Williams goes to the rim. Euro step. Foul occurred. When did it happen? On the drive?
Yeah.
Okay. So Jalen Williams going to the line. Chance to get OKC to the century mark with a pair of free throws. Got a little dicey here late, Coop, but it does seem like the Thunder are going to end up holding on and capturing their first championship in franchise history. And by the way, Coop, someone replied to a tweet saying that this would not be their first franchise big title. They won the Supersonics.
Doesn't count.
If you count the Supersonics as an OKC Thunder championship,
disgusting.
I don't view you as an intelligent human being. Grayson, of course we will. I'll be live on Wednesday and Thursday for the NBA draft here at Chat Sports. Jalen Williams made the first free throw. He makes the second. 187. Thunder crowd can sense it. Nembhard brings it up the right side. Dort defending. Nembhard trying to shake free. Dort just strips him, and that will do it. I would probably be willing to bet the Dogs might get called off if you're the Pacers here with a minute to go. The 22nd turnover of the game on Indiana. It's just killed them. Siakam fouls Jalen Williams, and now the faithful in OKC can really feel it. I will say, in objective NBA Finals when my team has, or I have no dog in the fight, hearing the home crowd
It's awesome.
go nuts when they realize they're going to be champions, it's awesome. Jalen Williams makes the first free throw. There is not a single person sitting in the Pregame Center. That third quarter was the pivotal quarter that turned this entire game on its head. The Thunder outscored Indiana 34-20 after trailing by 1 at the half. Jalen Williams misses the second free throw. We officially are under a minute to go. Mathurin, pull up top of the key three. Too strong. Long rebound. Mathurin gets it to Toppin. His corner three. Out of bounds. Turnover. You want a message like Durham or something?
Yeah, I'll just put it in production.
You feel for the Indiana Pacers, who played so hard this entire playoffs, this entire series, 4-7. And then Haliburton unfortunately suffers that Achilles injury that probably takes him out of the entire following season, and they come up short in the NBA Finals. Dort, the dagger corner three, no. And Obi Toppin Benedict Mathurin just absolutely shoved Chet Holmgren to the ground. And the Thunder faithful are feeling it. Caruso hyping up the crowd.
Thunder clearing the bench.
Lu Dort, the longest tenured Thunder player, feeling it. Man. That's good stuff, man.
Good for them, man.
Holmgren makes the first free throw. And the Thunder will cover the 7. Breen saying these two teams have played beautiful team basketball. I mean, OKC plays good, man, but a lot of iso ball over there, man. Holmgren makes the second free throw. Mathurin driving on Dylan Jones, gets to the rim, lays it up and in. They steal the ball. Mathurin has it on the steal. He's fouled. Mathurin's still playing like this is game 2 or minute number 2. Jalen Williams crying on the bench. Mathurin makes the first free throw here. Mathurin makes the second. The Thunder can dribble it out from here. Kenrich Williams has it. The Thunder crowd jumping up and down. And the Oklahoma City Thunder are champions of the NBA for the first time in franchise history, winning Game 7 103-91. It's official. OKC champions of the 24-25 season. Spam those OKCs if you're a Thunder fan.
Congratulations to the Thunder, man. They deserved it.
Best team all year.
Absolutely deserved it.
Congratulations to the OKC Thunder.
Hats are tough.
I didn't see them. Are they good?
Yeah, they look cool.
You got to feel for the other side, man. They gave it their all. What's around SGA's neck? You already take off his shoes?
Golden shoes. They're like the Like Mike shoes or something.
Was he wearing those?
It looked like it.
If he wasn't wearing those, then he
was
had
not wearing
them.
those shoes.
Oh, that is
They were gold.
As an SGA guy, that is as corny as it gets. Are you serious? He just
yes.
put gold shoes around his neck for fun after the winning of the title.
Safe to say who Finals MVP is.
Yeah, it will be SGA. Got to find that tweet from before the year and quote tweet it. Let's look at my season predictions. Champion, OKC Thunder. MVP, SGA. 2 for 2. Most improved player, Jalen Johnson from the Hawks. I think he might have won it if he didn't get hurt.
If he didn't get hurt, he might have.
Bub Carrington was my rookie of the year. Obviously didn't happen. Drank the Kool-Aid, 6th man of the year, Jaime Jaquez Jr. Not happening. My depoy was Victor Wembanyama, which would have won if he didn't get hurt, and he qualified for 65 games. And then my bold take, Kawhi Leonard traded. That obviously didn't happen, but that's why it's a bold take. That's why it's a bold take. All right, let's recap Game 7 of the NBA Finals. The Oklahoma City Thunder are champions of the NBA world for the first time in franchise history. You hate to see it unfold the way it did with Tyrese Haliburton rupturing his Achilles in the first quarter after having early 9 points. But SGA, the MVP, was masterful despite not really finding his shot. He had 12 assists compared to just 1 turnover. He was able to get to the free throw line. And SGA and the Thunder are at his best when he is probing and creating for others. The span in the third quarter where they outscored Indiana 34-20 in that entire quarter, and they had 3 straight triples and 3 straight turnovers forced was the difference in this one, and they were able to hold on and finish to be champions for the first time. Congratulations to the OKC Thunder. Wow, is there anything better as a sports fan than being in the building of your team winning it all and then having the song play, "We Are the Champions"?
I need to feel it once.
Oh, those hats are good.
Look, he's got gold shoes. I hate them. I hate them so much. I can't stand them.
8 of 27 is crazy, though, by the way.
Rebel Montana coming in with the 2 says,
Appreciate you, Rebel.
1 point short. G's OKC 1 point short on winning my picks. GG.
Damn.
That blows.
I got screwed as well tonight, but, you know, that's all right.
Look, I mean, I hate
What happened now?
just wearing the shoes, and
I do think the shoes
the
is
whole
corny.
team's they piss me off. The shirt's cool too, though.
Man, hate to see that visual of Haliburton on crutches in the locker room dapping up the teammates after the game. That's tough, man. That's tough.
Tyrese Haliburton finished the game with the most 3-pointers made by any player.
3? That's crazy. That's crazy. Did you see the woman push the camera away from McConnell crying? Someone tweeted out, says that woman that pushed the camera people away from McConnell is going to be in a Lamar Jackson edit by the morning. Twitter is not.
Oh,
good.
that's the good stuff, man. Mike, it was nice to see you as well, brother.
Mike, appreciate it. Hey, we'll still live here for a minute on a Sunday night. If not, we'll sign off and head out. We'll see you live again on Wednesday for the NBA draft, but this will conclude our NBA Finals coverage.
No lives before, right?
I don't think the live is planned, no. I mean, it's just 2 days.
Yeah, I know.
It is actually clinically insane that we have 2 days until the NBA draft.
Congrats to OKC. We'll see if they can repeat. The sport has not had a repeat champion since the Golden State Warriors.
Yeah, in 17 and 18 and 16 17. Wow. It was a fun finals, man. Season is over. We don't have another game until mid-October. But there's a lot to discuss with free agency, the draft. We'll see if any more trade rumors pop up after KD was traded today. But congrats to the OKC Thunder for winning their title. Appreciate the 132,000 people that watched today's stream. Appreciate, I would say, probably amassed close to
1,500?
We had 132 today.
Oh, I think it's subs.
We probably have about 600,000 people tune in throughout the entire finals.
Yep.
We appreciate everybody.
Y'all are awesome.
It was very fun to hang out with all y'all. Have a good night. See you again live on Wednesday for the draft. Look out for videos every day, though. Make sure you subscribe. For Jeffrey Cooperstein, for Nick Rohloff, it was a blast. Peace out, fellas.
Peace.